What's going on, podcast people? It's the D&E podcast, which stands for
Damn near everything.
I'm NK Rudy, leader, friend group, and main character here. I'm here with my friends and co-host Jamar. Say what's good.
Yo.
Got Josh behind the camera. Say what's good, Josh.
How y'all doing?
Where your camera? Oh, you never set your camera up. That's crazy. It don't even matter at this point now.
Hold
it doesn't matter.
I need this.
This man, they say, yo, like no camera, like didn't have it set up.
Oh, there we go.
Let's see if you get it right this time.
How y'all doing?
There we go. There we go. Me, I'm not gonna hold you. This last week, it was not great. It was not great. All right, first I'm gonna start off like I think it was last week. I'm going to work.
Okay.
And then I'm probably at y'all know where ATLA meets Washington Street, right on that corner of Suvio's.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm right there. So I usually come down the street on my bike from that little side one-way street on ATLA. So like usually like I was about to go to until I see a car in front of me. So I'm like, all right, let the car go. And so it looks like they're about to turn left. Once they go to ATLA and like they're going onto Washington Street, it looks like they're about to turn left, like going towards the green. And so he got the green light too. Yeah. So I'm like, so he started going. Car coming from like towards the green, blows the red light, almost hits the car.
Damn.
And I'm like, bro, if I ain't let that car go, I was about to be me. Yeah. And like I don't have the acceleration on my bike like that the car does. So they had just went straight through the green light up onto like Phoenix because they couldn't make that turn because that car blew through. And I'm sitting there like I'm on my bike. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah. But I didn't really process it until I got to Whole Foods. And I'm like, bro, I could have got hit by a car if I ain't let that car go first. I'm like, yo, that's like crazy. Say straight through it. And it was like some white lady. And she was just kind of like shook. I'm like, oh, I just ran a red light. Probably wasn't even paying attention, bro. Could have been on her phone. And I'm sitting there like, wow. I'm like, I'm like, blessed. I'm like, I'm blessed. So like I let that car go first. Like, dang, you never know like what like decision you'll make that could end up being the life or death of you. Like that shit, like I could have, you never know. Yeah. So I was just thankful. I was just like, that's crazy, bro. Yeah. And then towards the end of that last week too, well, let me go back first because I had like this deep cavity on one of my molars. I didn't feel no pain to it. So they were going to do a root canal, but since I didn't feel pain, the doctor said like it's fine, like you can just get a crown on it. So I got the crown. I also have a crown on one of my front teeth because I got it partially knocked out playing basketball. So the crown on my left one, like it never went back to the feeling of just like nothingness, like how you like your teeth, like you don't really feel your teeth like that. I never got that feeling really, but it really wasn't bothersome. So I just let it rock. But towards the end of last week, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Nah, bro, that shit, like I started feeling like it started off as like an itchiness, like I need to scratch it, and then this shit went into pain, like so at certain times I'll just get like throbbing pains. I'm like, damn, bro, that shit kind of hurt. And so I'm like, well, I know I got a dentist appointment coming up in like early April. I'm like, I think I could probably rock to then. I'm like, I'll probably good. It probably won't keep hurting. I was wrong. So that shit really started hurting, bro. Like I'm at home, I'm sitting like, oh fuck, like this shit hurt, bro. Like this is pain. This is constant pain, and I'm not fucking with it because I never felt nothing like this. So I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, this shit hurts. So like, I just had to schedule and it was a weekend, so I know my dentist's not open on a weekend. So I had to call on Monday to schedule an appointment real quick. I'm like, my joint hurting. So they did an X-ray. Like he said, it's most likely like that cavity that you had. He was like, yeah, so you probably need a root canal. So I'm like, damn. So I'm like, all right. So he recommended me to this place. And so I called them. They said I had to get a consultation first. And so I'm like, okay. I'm like, when's the soonest you could do that? April 11th. Oh. And I'm saying like, damn. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm like, I'll just schedule it. And then it's like, then you can come in and do your root canal at a later date. I'm like, okay, when is that earliest? April 16th. I'm sitting there like, bro, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, that's kind of far out, bro. I'm like, I don't know how much this tooth gonna keep hurting, bro. So I'm like, so I did that. I was like, oh nah, bro. I'm like, I don't think I could last to that date, bro. Cause the doctor prescribed me some amoxicillin, which is just like a antibiotic to fight the infection. Like, cause that's when you need a root canal, it's most like an infection that's causing like the pain and shit like that. And And I'm like, yeah, bro. So I'm taking that, and then also had some naproxen, which is just kind of like a painkiller I had from another injury. So I'm like, I'm gonna finish that off. I also have ibuprofen, so I'm gonna take the naproxen like for like 2 meals a day, like I'm like morning and night, and then any ibuprofen I'll take like every like 4 hours as prescribed. Because when I say that shit was hurting, bro, but like it was at some point today I felt like fine, like I wasn't feeling nothing. Like right now I'm kind of good because I just took an ibuprofen not too long ago. So, but I'm telling I need them shits, bro, because that shit hurts. So I actually scheduled I called another dentist to schedule one. So I got one on Thursday to get the root canal. I don't gotta do 2 separate dates, none of that. So I'm like, I need to get this shit done. It's cause this shit hurts, bro. I'm like, you had a root canal before, right?
I was supposed to.
Oh, you never did?
No.
Was it for like ones the teeth you broke or something different?
Shit. I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
You just gotta make sure that they can send over your information between both dentists. Because sometimes like there's some confusion or some one's out of your insurance or not out of your insurance.
They're in my neck. I already called them and asked. I called and asked. I'm like, y'all take insurance? I'm like, yeah. They're like, what do you have? I'm like, I got Delta. So so we got they could do that, and they know my dentist too, because they said I guess they work together with some in the neck, whatever how it worked. I don't know. So I called them. That's good. And then so that's that. But then today when I'm going to work, the front brake on my bike pops. Like it's a disc brake. Our was like pop, like some shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? So I'm like, I think it's something to do with my brake. I don't know, but the brake still feels fine. And I think once I got to the stop, like I looked, bro, that shit was off. Like the disc shit was like just off, just dangling. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, my front brake out. I'm like, I'm gonna have to get this shit fixed too. Like I was gonna take it to the bike shop too once it got warmer out, because I always heard something on my front brake that didn't sound right. Like it was like scraping against something. So I'm like, I'm gonna just, but it still worked. Shit came too early and then pause. But now I got a fucking disc brake that's broke, so my front brake don't work. So I was going home today. I'm coming down Speedwell, moving on my bike, and it's a hill. So I only can use my back brake. I'm slowing down. Like once I get to the bottom, like near Corey, but I'm not stopping. So I'm like, damn. So I'm going like somewhere between 5 and 10 miles an hour, which is still pretty fast. And I need to make this right onto Corey. And I'm sitting there like, yo, I'm like, and the stoplight's red. I'm like, I'm not stopping. Like there's no way I'm stopping right now. And I think the other light had just got the green, was about to turn. So I make that turn real quick, bro, because I'm like, I need to stop. And it was going so fast, like I could have went into the other lane if I made that turn, if I made the turn right. Like I said, it has not been a good week, bro. Like these last 7 days, bro. There's just so much shit happened. I'm like, damn. But it's probably due time. I had a bad week. Everything been cool and shit like that. Let's get this bad week out the way and the rest be good.
So you can come out of this stronger. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's time for a new bike though.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not wrong with my bike. The bike is good. I just need to. I already ordered a new disc brake. I just got to replace that. But it was like I've been good since the summer. I had like all through the winter, like fall too. I was having no problems with my bike. I was going to take it for like a checkup once it got warm out, which is getting warmer out now. But it should just happen as soon as then. So like I'm gonna still go to the bike shop. Just probably get my brakes tightened, probably get some more air in it, check anything else bad.
Oh yeah, I always feel like when shit get bad, it always happen all at once, especially when it comes to with something financial like that. Say your teeth start hurting all of a sudden, now your bike needs something to fix. Shit like that always happens, and like you gotta save up for those rainy days because they will be there and they will sleep your ass. They will sleep your ass and take everything in your bank account, trying to for no reason. So you mentioned that I needed a root canal. Yeah, my teeth are all types of fucked up. I broke them a while back. The front 4 I broke, and then the bottom teeth, the whole bottom row got. You didn't know this, Josh?
You never seen?
What do you be doing?
You didn't. You remember when he dunked? We tried to dunk.
That broke all your teeth, bro.
Yeah.
They got a whole.
All right, so
they got a whole hole in there, bro.
One of my front two fell out completely. The other one chipped. This one I dunked.
And then like he had like some of his guy sticking something through there.
So, huh? Wait, what?
That's what you do? That's what you do?
No.
That's crazy.
He was like, he said, guys, look. And then he started going to work on it.
That's crazy. Hell no.
Wait, huh?
No. But yeah, so I've been having to go back to get that checked up and everything. But like all of my like molars are just fucked and I have to get them removed. And
You gotta get, how many? All your molars? Or the bottom?
No, just the bottom two. On
the like left side?
Yeah, right here and over here.
Like wisdom teeth or molar?
Well, wisdom teeth.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, that's normal though.
On both sides, right?
So you gotta get your wisdom removed on both.
Yeah, and it came out of nowhere too. Like I was like, damn, I'm fine. Then I was supposed to go on vacation at the time. I was supposed to go on vacation. I was supposed to go to Myrtle Beach, so 2 vacation, and it was shortly after my birthday. The things were adding up. I was like, yeah, I'm getting my money right, you know, like everything is going well for me. So all that shit was going on. My car situation, like my lease ended, so I had to figure out what I was going to do with that. And then out of nowhere, boom, teeth hurting. I'm like, yo, my teeth hurt. I took some Advil. Something happened to my sister where she had the same experience, but my mom was like, yo, just switch some Ray and Nephew. That's an alcohol, like it's rum, Jamaican rum, and switch that around your mouth and you'll be all right. And my sister did it and it was fine. And I did it a few times. It was fine. You might want to try it. You don't have to drink it, but like some old remedy and shit like that. But it burns. It fucking burns though. And anyways,
just by rinsing it in your mouth?
Yes. I don't even like drinking it by itself. I ain't gonna hold you. Like that shit burn. And
well, I got modern medicine, so I don't gotta do no medieval shit, bro.
Hey, it's cheaper. It's like what, $10-15? Anyways, so yeah, my teeth started hurting. I'm like, damn, now I gotta pay for all this shit. And this is not looking good. I ended up having to cancel one of the trips because I had to pay for my car and everything. But anyways, back to my teeth. I went to the dentist and they were like, yeah, we can do it, but you have to pay. You have to pay like upfront and then we can schedule the appointments to get all the procedure. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let me talk to my insurance first. My insurance was like, oh yeah, you got to pay it and then we'll repay you after all of that. I'm like, repay me, nigga? What the fuck are you talking about? And then I went there to see how much, to get a quote of how much everything would cost so I can send it to my insurance. And they told me the price.
How much?
My mouth been good ever since. The pain went away, yo, I swear.
Yeah, actually, ain't that bad, after all.
It's been like $8 now. It's been like $8 now. Yeah. No pain, no nothing. I'm like, yo, I'm chewing fine now, you know, like.
I can't be chewing my left side, bro. Like, pressure makes that shit hurt, bro.
I try to like bite down on that side. It's like, it feels weird. Like, it was just, it's bad pain though.
Thursday can't come any sooner, bro. Like, golly.
Sometimes, are you sensitive to the cold too? Like
nah,
cold
it's just
water?
pressure. It's just a pressure.
Yeah. That shit, no, I don't miss that. But once I got that bill, I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Like, bro, I was taking 4 naps because that's how much pain.
I do,
bro. Because like when you sleep, you're not feeling nothing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I was getting woken up out of my sleep. Sometimes like slightly from the pain too. But sometimes I was just forced. I'm like, I'm taking a nap because I'm like, I'm not trying to feel nothing. Yeah, bro. That shit, bro. Shit's bad, bro. Shit's bad.
Let me know how it go though.
Like, I was dead. Like this morning, I'm thinking about contemplating not even coming to him. I might tell them like, I'm not good, but I'm, like, let me see later on during the day how I'm feeling after I got some of the medicine in me. So I was feeling fine. I'm like, I can come today. I'm good.
He drugged up.
Yeah.
Shit, something in me.
Whoa. Pause. Wow.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
See?
He said, cheer him right out. He feeling good now.
I got him. We caught him.
Yeah. That's great.
Did we?
Like yourself.
That was a good one, Josh. That was a good one.
A good what?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of that,
Nothing?
No. What you just said.
What I said?
You heard they raided Diddy's crib?
They raided it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because supposedly, like, I heard you was involved too, but they was doing
he
supposed
just
to
told me he want to
trafficking.
be just like Diddy.
No, I didn't.
He just told me that,
No,
Josh.
he didn't, bro.
What, the other day?
Yeah.
Bro, I
Why
seen
you
your name in the
lying?
report. Like, they looking for you, and after we
That's
finish recording this
crazy.
podcast, I'm gonna call the feds.
Oh, you reporting?
Nah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna call the feds. Yeah,
Nah.
this who y'all looking for, right? Jamar, Ma, Gregory. Yeah, this him right here.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why you always got the glasses. You trying to hide your face and
No,
everything.
the
Because
glasses because I have my
I get
contacts
it.
in, and the lights be drying out my
I
contact.
get it. And you remember he said he had something he couldn't talk about that had to do with like the police and everything like that. You remember
With
that
the
time?
police.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I don't be involved with the police. I know what they're talking about, sir.
See,
Mm.
now we know. I don't want nothing to do with this, so I'm just dropping right there.
So I got a question for you. Did he do or did he not? Because you would know.
Wow.
Because you were involved.
I wouldn't know, but
Right,
he
right.
definitely did whatever they talking about. I think he did.
So he's guilty. Because remember, they're guilty until proven innocent. So you're saying he guilty off rip.
Based off of what other people are saying that have been around Diddy, yes, I think that I believe them.
So-
I haven't heard him.
So who's around? Are you talking about 50?
50's one of them. Cat Williams one of them. Those are just first two off my mind, but the scene shit.
I
like
do
that.
believe that he either a freak
doing
or a
something.
sex addict or both.
Mhm.
He was doing something.
Mhm.
Because like he be talking freaky, talking, telling Meek. Remember he was saying to Meek, calling him daddy and shit.
Yeah.
I'm saying like,
Yeah.
huh? And people always, bro. There's so many clips of people talking about like, yo, Diddy's parties, yo, this and that. I'm like,
Bad
damn,
news.
like that's a lot of people is saying shit like this. Yo, like, like I said, still innocent until proven guilty. But like, there's a lot of shit that's damning.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, I remember he was asking like a young Justin Bieber, he's like, yo, why don't you answer a call? Why don't you come party with me? Shit like that. I'm like, damn, like
what?
this nigga Justin like
Yeah.
somewhere around the age of 16.
15.
You're supposed
Yeah,
to
but
have a
just-
sleepover or some shit like that.
That's
yeah,
wild.
bro. There's some shit
Nah,
that's damning, bro. So
That Usher,
the truth will be
Diddy
revealed.
Sleepaway Camp. That was
Yeah, bro.
that one. I was like, yeah.
He might be a sex addict and started doing some other shit. So Jamar,
Yeah, no.
You
If
need-
anything, that's why we
Were
need
you
to
invited?
steer Josh on the right path, man.
he a freak?
You were invited?
No, I was never invited.
He wasn't invited because he was inviting people.
No.
He was already he was part of it.
Okay.
Is
so you were
he a
sending
lock
out
screen?
invitations.
Is he my lock screen? I have the weather as my lock screen.
Oh,
Mm.
you changed it.
It's been the same for years.
Nah, it was a picture of you and him
No, I haven't had
at the beach
I haven't-
at some pool.
Bro, the last person I don't remember the last person I had on my screen. It could have been like Reggie Bush on the Saints or Michael Thomas on the
I
Saints.
just told you who the last person. I remember. I should have took a picture.
You said at the beach?
Yeah, at the pool.
At the pool.
Yeah,
I
don't
can't
know
swim.
whose pool.
So why would I be at the pool?
That's what I was saying. I was like, why you showing
I
me?
was saying.
I thought you couldn't swim. I was like, what's going on?
Stop. All I seen was J&J. And y'all was doing
Nah,
Who?
that's crazy.
and y'all so one of the J's was like this. The other one was like this.
No.
And they was doing this. That's what they was doing.
You were doing that to who?
And then
No.
sometimes it would do this.
Who are you doing
Like
that
this.
to?
Nah.
You were doing that to somebody?
When was
To
the last
each
time you
other.
heard someone
To
call me
who?
Jay?
You the only
They
Jay
call
I know.
Jay.
When was the last time
They
you heard
say
someone
J,
call me
sometimes
Jay?
G.
You the only Jay I know.
Sometimes G. No.
I'm Lamar.
Hey
Oh.
J. And like, yo, JL.
No.
Nope.
Alright, man.
That's insane. But I also think that the situations with Hollywood, I do think there's some evil stuff that some people do. Like the Dan Schneider, I think that's his last name, from Nickelodeon. Yeah. His situation going on.
Cause that
I'm
documentary came out, that Nick one. Yeah.
Nickelodeon.
That nigga Dan Schneider was different.
Yeah.
Like not in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like cause like once you start getting older, you start seeing the things like yo, like he had they had him taking their feet off. I think he has a foot fetish. I'm gonna hold.
Yeah.
So like, it's like to the kid, it might seem harmless. Like, oh, it's your feet.
Yeah.
But that nigga was probably getting off to like, oh y'all, y'all show y'all feet, y'all kids, show y'all feet. He low key, he could have been that fire on the low, no key. Like, but it's like you gotta have evidence to go against him with that. So if there's not enough evidence, that's why I like when there's not enough evidence, they usually make a documentary instead of putting up charges and shit like that.
Should have called Chris Hansen.
Shit, okay. Why don't you take a seat right here, sir?
So
sorry we had technical difficulties, but we were talking about Dan Snyder and how like Jamar was like really a fan of his.
They were best friends.
Like he said he went to get on one of them shows and show his toes too.
They went to the Bahamas together.
But that's crazy. I thought that's what you should tell us. But he was like, I really wish I was on like iCarly and
that's what you said. That's how the whole podcast started.
Bro.
Yeah.
But no cap. If you really did, so I would say those 3 shows right there though. iCarly, Victorious, and Sam and Cat.
Y'all niggas is stupid, bro.
What? Joe,
I don't know.
What you mean?
He said this nigga wanted to be on the show and everything.
Yeah.
No, why y'all lying to them like that? That's funny.
Like he's trying to joke it all, but like I was saying before, them 3 shows, bro, they were showing toes, bro.
Yeah.
It was a lot of shit where they just I think one of them might have put their foot in their mouth or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I think it was Ariana Grande on like Sam and Cat or some shit like that. That nigga Dan Schneider was a freak, bro. Yeah.
Oh no, that's wild.
Yeah, bro.
He was behind the camera, relieving himself.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, I used to be like, yo, like he be making fire shows, bro. Yeah. Like this sound like I said younger, like when I'm still watching shows and shit like that. But when I got older, I'm like, that nigga was a freak though. Yeah. Like you not telling me that nigga didn't have a foot fetish, bro. So there was bro. It's funny, but it ain't. So there was this like, so I think it was Sam and Cat, like they had their own Twitter, and they was telling people to send a picture of your foot with Sam and Cat on the bottom of it, and like, their audience is kids, and so that tweet is still up too, and then like a bunch of kids were sending that their pictures of their feet on the Sam and Cat Twitter, like in the replies.
That's wild.
And so like I went back to that tweet and was looking at the replies. Because I wanted to see what the people were saying now. Yeah. And so people were commenting on the older posts that people sending their pics.
Yeah.
And then people were saying like, yo, you're a victim. I seen the super hot fire shit too. I was like, yo, my niggas was dead in their feet, bro. I'm like, that's crazy, yo. And I wonder what, because like those kids nowadays are adults now. Yeah. And so I wondered with the team, like, I was sending feet. I was sending my feet online, bro. Like shit like that. Like, yo, yeah, niggas was wilding, bro. I mean, but they ain't know no better though. Yeah. They ain't know they was about to be victimized, bro. Yeah, no
cap. Did you take yours down?
No, I didn't
you didn't take him down? Take him down.
I didn't take the picture. I was not sending my feet. My feet, back when
you did that,
my feet was always bad.
He was probably like, dear Dan, do you like dark feet?
Nah. My feet were always bad, bro. I would never do nothing like that.
He was like, would you like these feet?
Nah, hell no.
Nah, yeah, that shit. So yeah, if you sent your pictures of their feet, I just want to let y'all know you're a victim. You are a victim. They got you, and it was that easy too.
That was crazy. What I don't get is that if you're that rich and famous, why don't you just go after people your own age? Or like
you gotta ask him. I don't know.
Like, yeah, I can't answer that question for them. But in their mind, like they dead like younger people.
That's crazy. But like,
I don't know the reason why, but that's in their mind. That's what everybody mind work different in.
To them,
that's wrong. To them, yeah. Like morally, it's not wrong to them. They just know when it comes to the law, it's wrong. Mm-hmm. So if it wasn't for the law, they'd be doing that.
Yeah.
Like, I had a professor that was that asked us a question, like he was asking like, do you think it's wrong, like pedophilia? Do you think it's wrong? And everyone's like, yeah. So it was like, but like he was something like in like ancient times, like that was it could have been the norm or norm or some part. And so like, do you still think it's wrong just because it's wrong now? Do you think it was wrong then? And so he wanted to answer that question like, oh, why do you think it's like it's right or wrong, shit like that, or this and that. just to get you think. I'm not saying like the dude was like it might be right, but he was just saying like think like because times are different and shit like that, and what went then doesn't go now, or what goes now didn't go then.
Yeah, and like their lifespan wasn't as long because they didn't have all the technology and medicine that we have now, so things were still different or different back then than it is now. But
I think the average age was like 40, or no, the average, not the average age, the like the around the death in the 1700s was like in the 40s. Like if you was in the 40s, you was old, and now it's in the 60s. Yeah, that's what the average lifespan was, and it's growing exponentially. Someone fact check me on that too. Whoever's listening, that's what I think it was. Yeah,
that's just insane, and I wonder what's gonna happen. I wonder what's gonna happen if he's gonna get locked up or
Dan.
Yeah,
only if charges were filed against him, but there's none of them. That he came out with a statement too. Like they were interviewing him and saying like he was apologizing and shit too. Yeah, and they got Drake Bell.
Oh yeah,
I remember there was a case with Drake Bell like that was brought against him for grooming somebody, like a younger girl. I don't know if he was ever charged for that. I don't think because he never went to jail or anything, so I don't know what happened with that case. But people were saying like, damn, like that's what happens. Like when it happens to you, you're most likely either become the monster that the person did to you. Like that person was the monster who did it to you, and so you're most likely either going to become them, or going to do everything you can to not become that monster. And so people were saying like that's what happened with Drake Bell, because they say they got him, the guy, his name was like something Peck, not Josh Peck, the but it was something like I think it was like Brian Peck, and I guess he had did something to him. Like I haven't watched the documentary yet, so I haven't really read into that story, but I heard that something happened to Drake with that guy when he was young. Yeah,
I don't know. Disney and Nickelodeon got bad raps for child stars. It's looking bad.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta stick with cartoons. Cartoon
Network. Yeah, they don't got no real. I mean, they had some real shit at one point. Y'all remember Destroy Build Destroy, and there was another show. There was some other shit that they had too. It was like Dude something. Am I tripping?
Oh, Dude.
I swear it had like Dude in the name. There was some. All right, while y'all thinking, there was some other shows. I mean, it was called like Tower Prep and Unnatural History. There was some other shows too. You don't remember?
I keep thinking Dude, Where's My Car? But that's a movie. That's not.
I could have swore it had. I'm gonna just look it up. Like I swear they had another live action show. I could have swore it had Dude in it, but let me just look it up. I'm just look up Destroy Build Destroy, and then it should come up like or.
I remember Destroy Build Destroy.
I never watched that shit, man.
A few times.
Let me see what that shit was.
I know I was listening to like the theme songs, and I could still guess. Like it was one of those like they're playing the beginning of the theme song. You gotta tell you what it is, and guess it. It was like
what was Hole in the Wall on? Is that Cartoon Network?
I think that was on Cartoon Network.
Okay. Yeah.
It was like Teen Titan, Foster's Home of Imaginary Friend.
Yep.
I just remember that. Like I remember the theme song, and I talked about it earlier. Ed and Eddie was on there. What's another good one that was there? Codename Kids Next Door.
Fire.
That one's good.
I haven't heard I didn't hear the theme song, but I was like, damn, that was a good show. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Good times, man. Good times.
Kids don't like that now, though. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of it, to be honest. I was never really a fan of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Courage.
But I think that was it. I could have swore it was another one, but I don't see anything.
You want to know what I did start watching again?
Oh, you got back into porn again? Cause you say you gave it up for Ramadan. Is Ramadan over?
Yo, speaking of that,
Ramadan?
No, speaking of that,
porn?
Yes. So, I was in a bathroom, right? And someone was beating and shit in the bathroom, bro. I'm like, yo,
I would have knocked on the door like, are you good in it?
Yo, cause I was so shocked, yo. So I'm using the bathroom, right? And like, I see the person's feet, right? And the person's feet is like moving a little bit, and like I hear like rustling in the background. Yeah. I'm like, yo, what's
like that? It was doing like that?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? But like, I don't like. Usually someone's blowing up the toilet. You can hear them blowing up the toilet, but it was not like that. Then the nigga started breathing heavy. I'm like, oh, nah, let me get the fuck out of here, yo.
Dude, what happened? That was the show. Yeah, okay.
But nah, that was crazy. I remember that just reminded me of that. I was like, what the fuck? I never I always hear stories about shit like that, but actually to be there, I was like, nah, what the fuck? Let me get my ass out of here. But the show I was talking about, what I started watching again, was Avatar.
The Last Airbender?
Yeah, The Last Airbender.
The cartoon or
the cartoon?
Okay,
cartoon. Okay. And I already finished book
anime,
one. Book one. I'm on the beginning of book 2. Like Toph is there, and everything.
That's an easy binge too, no cap.
Yeah.
Easy binge.
It's 60 episodes, like 20-25 minutes. I looked up, it was like what, 24
They
hours?
go fast.
Maybe?
They're not like hour-long episodes.
Yeah.
They're very short.
It takes like 24 hours, a little bit, over 24 hours to finish all of it. But it's good. But rewatching it, I'm like liking it because Aang is, you could tell he's a kid. I feel like a lot of shows that I watch, they'll say they're a teenager, but they're doing like just like adult shit. Like they're not acting like a kid like that. Like they're just acting like an adult. And I'm like, nah, he's childish as fuck. He's like, yeah, I don't really want to practice. Yeah, he's like, I don't really want to practice. Like I kind of just want to, you know, ride with penguins or something like that. I'm like, oh, that like, he's just a kid.
And you know what the crazy part about that is too? Like him being a kid, like you have grown ass people really relying on a 12-year-old. Like, yo, you supposed to say the world. Yeah. That motherfucker is 12 years old, bro. Like, you think he like that right now? Like, come on. And especially when you watch a live action show, you really see like they're talking to him like, yo, you gotta say the world.
Yeah.
He was like,
do y'all not realize this is 12? Like, you really see the age difference once you see live action. Cartoon can't really show that to you. But when you see the live action, like, bro, y'all talking to a 12-year-old right now. Like, imagine me doing that to someone like, yo, you gotta save the world, bro.
Yeah.
That's why he left.
Yeah. There was a grown ass man. He's like, nah, fuck you. Like, you just left us. We've been in war for 100 years.
Right.
And he's like, you're right, I'm sorry. And then he read off all sad and shit. And then like,
that shit's crazy.
I'm like, damn, he's 12 and like he got a big responsibility because he's not even supposed to find out until he's 16. Yeah. But they told him early because of what was going on. Yeah. But they be shitting on the Earth Kingdom. You know, like they were talking about, it was the Fire Nation people talking, and they were like, oh yeah, like I'm not gonna be it was like, you want to go waste your life, go to the Earth Kingdom or something. I'm like, damn, like they just shitting on them. And everything that I've seen so far, they're in the Earth Kingdom doing whatever they want. But it's just crazy. It's just crazy.
You know, let's talk about that too. The sorry, not Avatar, just like in general, like kids in anime, how to be cold and they be fucking taking down a dust with ease, bro. Like at Naruto, prime example. Like you gotta remember, like especially like before Shippuden, these motherfuckers was young. Naruto and Sasuke were whooping ass, bro. Gaara was killing adults with ease. That shit's crazy. Like they like they're beating like a bunch, like they're beating adults. Like when you see them, like these motherfuckers cold. Like they def might take down adults, bro, easily, and they were.
Yeah, it was no problem.
They like
Zabuza, adult,
but they ain't take him down with ease though. But they still took him down with help. They jumped him, to be honest. I ain't gonna hold you.
Got to though. Got
to. They had no choice.
He was a swordsman of the mist.
But that itself is a big feat.
Yeah, bro. Like you supposed to know way more than the kid. Like, I understand like you being gifted and talented as a kid, but like you taking on an adult is crazy. And being them. That shit should be doing, like kids be doing that shit in the show. I'm like, I wouldn't let no 12-year-old do that to me.
And Dragon Ball,
I'll tell you right now.
Dragon Ball, Kid Goku.
But he's a whole alien. Bro. He's a whole alien though, to be fair.
Kid Gohan was getting work though.
Yeah.
When he was younger. Yeah, they had him fighting Cell. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was insane.
Like I heard he gave up fighting. Like in later, like in once you get to the super and shit like that,
he gives up.
And I something like I can see why niggas he was going to get Cell. Shit at that early age, shit like that.
Yeah.
They set him up though.
Goku was
Goku's like, go, you can do it.
Yeah.
Goku was something like, you're gonna be stronger than me, man.
Yeah.
I guess not, because he gave it up.
I would have been mad as fuck. It was like when he was fighting Cell was hurt. Like he was beat up. And they gave him a sense beam. Yeah, so he can restart his beginning.
Because Goku was like, you can handle it now.
Yeah. So Goku was fighting Cell. And Cell was weak after the fight, and he's like, "All right, Gohan." Like, had told us, like he was like 9 or 12 at the time. He's like, "All right, your turn to go fight him." And he's like, "What?" And then Goku gave Cell,
he was like, "Here,
a fucking sensu beam that restores his health and his energy, so he's basically fresh and ready to fight a 9, 12-year-old." And this is for the sake of the planet. Like,
well, what if like one of your parents had did that to y'all, like you gotta fight, like say like you strong like that though, you could take on an adult, and then your parent gave him like a sense of being to fight. Like, what would you do? Like,
best believe I'm looking. I'd be like,
I'm just gonna be sitting. I'm like, I'm just gonna be sitting like in disbelief. Like, what did you just do?
I'm like, you know what? I'm going home.
Yeah.
Bro,
he's like, fuck it. Now I'm not gonna fight. So
I'm going home.
Like, I'm not trying to prove myself. Like, I'm not strong. I'm just trying to beat him, bro. I'm trying to say the planet. Fuck all that other shit, bro.
There was no other nigga that could beat him, and you gonna do that?
Mind you see Vegeta just get beat up. Yeah. Trunks dies.
Yeah. And same shit.
Do something.
Same shit in My Hero Academia. Those is kids, bro.
Yeah.
And they taking on adults with ease.
Wouldn't
let that shit happen to me though. Like, y'all ain't about to just beat me as like kids. No.
Demon Slayer.
Get. That's what I be saying, bro. Like the main characters be kids, bro, fighting adults with ease. Ease.
Teenagers, I give them a little bit more leeway just because
Teen Titans.
They're younger and like they're most likely going to be in shape. The 9, 12-year-olds, what's another one? Gone and Kill What show? Hunter.
Oh, Hunter.
That one, they're little kids whooping on niggas and shit like that, and this is like like 9-year-old gonna get a boot to the face, bow.
And then there are some characters like adults. They'll be like, "It's a kid."
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Done.
Some are cold though.
Like in Demon Slayer, I don't know how what's his name? Main character
Tanjiro.
Yeah. I don't know how he gonna take on Muzan though.
Oh yeah.
Muzan's different.
Yeah.
He different. I ain't even gonna hold. He different.
That is. I read ahead, so it's a lot going on.
Are you be reading it? The mangas, the mangas, whatever it's called. You reading shit? I just waiting for the anime to come out, the dub version too.
You know, one thing about that show I really like is how they talk about breathing, and he's like, "Oh, I have to control my breathing so I can do this." And I'm like, "Yo, that really." We need to focus on that as people just because it helps you a lot. If you get your breath under control, like you can, if you're lifting, you can get that weight up, or if you're running, you can run a little bit longer and it just helps you. I went to, what was it? I went to like, it was a chiro.
Practice?
No, like therapy. I forgot what
cryotherapy? It's like the cold shit? Cryotherapy.
Oh, yeah, they tell you to breathe.
Anyways, but it was like I had to go into a chamber where it was like negative 15 degrees.
Yes.
Negative 15 degrees. And then for like 15 seconds, then I had to go to another one where that one was like a negative 153 for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I was like, Lord, and I don't like the cold. I don't do well in the cold. I'd rather be in like a sauna or something. Like I could deal with the heat, but that cold, do something different. And my sister lied to me. She said, "Oh, it's only 2 minutes." And then I get there now, it's 2 minutes 45. I gotta be in that cold. I'm like, God damn. So I go in there. You can you have options. You have to put on
the food protectors. Yeah,
you have to put on like gloves, sandals, socks, a hat, and a mask.
AB didn't.
And you can have a robe on if you want. You can have like a towel around your waist, or you can just be in your boxers.
I'm going butt naked.
You can't do that. You can't do that. That's crazy. So I went in my boxers though. I went in my boxers, and I was in there freezing. I'm like, ooh, like my whole body's all tense and shit like that because I'm freezing in that thing. And I started breathing like breathing hard, and I was like, damn, am I having like a panic attack right now? And I felt like I couldn't breathe at one point. Like I felt the mask every time I breathe out my mouth, the mask would freeze and it'll get closer and stuck to my lips. And I was like, oh shit, yo, I can't fucking breathe right now. And I was like, wait, let me just slow down and like breathe. And I slowed down my breathing, and I was fine. Like I relaxed my body, and it just worked out, and it was all through breathing. And I could have been in there like a little bit longer. I'm not saying I would have been there for mad long, but I could have been in there a little bit longer, and like breathing just go a long way. But during that, I went with my girl, and she gonna fucking touch me, yo. I was like, yeah, don't touch me.
What the fuck?
Because when it was so cold, like there was frost on her gloves, so she touched me. It was like extra coldness. Oh yeah, like, yo, don't touch me. I know everybody in the building. There was not a lot of people in there.
You said it that loud?
Hell yeah.
Yo, he was not playing, yo.
Yo, it was just cold. I was just calming down to it. It was funny though. She was dying because I don't yell at her at all. So it was just funny.
Definitely acting out of character.
No, I did. But back to the breathing thing, like it really goes a long way, and we should definitely focus on breathing more. I
don't think like it's not really like a breathing thing for me, but I know what you're talking about though. Like, well, with the cold shit, it's really like I remember I heard an agent say one time, he was like, it's really a mental thing, yo. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean? Like, if it's cold, it's cold. Yeah. But if you really just like think like you know it's cold, but you're blocking it out. I'm like, I'm not gonna let this shit like make me feel cold. Like, yeah, you know it's cold, but you can just keep going. So that's what I did. Yeah. So like I might know it's cold, but it don't bother me to that point anymore. I'm like, I'm not really thinking like, yeah, I know it's cold, but like I can keep doing what I'm doing. See, so I was doing that shit today with my tooth because I was eating lunch and I only can chew on my right side, so I gotta be careful. And I had bit down like on my left, even though I'm not chewing on my left side, like it still hit my top molar, and I said it's sensitive to pressure, and that shit hurt. And I was like, fuck. So I'm saying like, oh my, I'm saying I'm in pain. I'm like, and I was like, let me just block out the pain. Let me just do that. So I'm like, I locked in. I was like, close my eyes, breathe real quick. I'm like, okay, I know it's hurting, but I can keep doing what I'm doing. So I'm like, let me finish eating this food. Cause I was in a meeting at the time too. That's like only time I was going to be able to eat. So I'm like, all right, let me just do this and lock into the meeting. Yeah, bro. You just got, it's really like, it's a mental thing, yo.
Oh yeah.
It's never cold.
No.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I walk in the cold, like, it don't bother me. Like, I know it's cold. I'll put my hands in my pocket. I'm like, you don't want, like, your extremities out and shit like that, too. But, like, just get through it. Now, that wind hit different, though, sometimes in the cold. So that should be this. So you really got to lock in with that. If it's cold and windy, you want to lock in.
Knock the whole mindset out of him.
I'm saying you really gotta lock in, yo. If it's like that, like I used to walk to the gym, and when I used to get to the top of Spring Street, going on to where Crunch is at, it'd be really windy right there, like crazy. Even walking up Spring Street be windy. Just those areas, it must be the buildings where the air just be going down, different. So you really gotta lock in right there to that, because that should be different. Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah. The wind hit different.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how niggas in Chicago do that.
I was thinking like, post-apocalypse type of thing, like just a survival thing. I'm like, damn, being in the cold and there's nothing you could do. I don't know, man. I thought about staying up here if some shit like that happened, but I don't know, man. I might have to go where it's a little bit warmer because that cold is something different. And I was also thinking starting a fire and like you cooking food, right? The animals are gonna fucking smell that shit. And then you can track all types of bears and all that stuff, and it's just
well, if you ever got like if you came across a bear, you got me. You might want to help the bear come out.
Word, because I'm faster, so the bear will get you. Word.
No, because I'm gonna beat the bear. Like, or I'm gonna beat the bear so bad. You might want to help the bear. Like, you might want to fight me. Like, Diddy Dan, chill.
You gonna beat the bear? Good. Keep that same mindset, because that would be good. Because it's a win-win. If somehow, some way, you win that fight, that's dinner right there.
You don't want to eat bear meat. It's bad works. You don't. Hey. It's not good meat to eat. Because they got like But the bear, come on. We locked in, Josh. Come on, lock in, Josh. It's
right, go ahead.
Yeah,
Look,
because they be eating like raw fish and shit, like the salmon. Like, be getting. You ever seen them shits hanging out their butt?
oh,
Like them. You seen the videos, yeah, worm shit like that. They don't.
Yeah.
You don't want to eat bear meat, bro.
The fur. Well, like I'll probably, eat that bear.
You gonna
myself?
eat the bear?
Beat or eat?
Eat.
So you gonna get the?
You gonna eat the bear? I just told you, don't eat the bear
die.
meat.
I'm gonna use my mindset and be like, yo, be good, be hungry, be good. You know what I mean?
See,
and in the fur, but
you gonna beat the bear, and he not gonna live.
Yeah, look it.
He's
I'm
not
gonna beat the
live.
bear, but he gonna let the bear beat him by eating the bear meat.
nah.
The bear gonna beat you in the afterlife, man. Because I just told you don't eat that.
I'm like,
Bear,
He said, I'm gonna eat it.
you gonna take the chance?
huh?
You gonna take the chance like that? Eat the bear?
Yeah. And if you lose, that gives me time to escape. So it's a win-win. Yeah. Or when you lose, that gives me
you
time
don't
to
do
escape.
that.
Yeah.
So you gonna leave him when he's saying help?
He say he want to fight the bear one-on-one.
No, I
He
said
want
I
his
can.
ones.
I can. Like, but remember, the first, it's not, you don't want to fight the bear first. Remember, it's run, hide, fight.
Yeah.
So it might catch you because I'm doing it for it too. Easily.
Oh no.
Easily. So you might have to get a head start.
If there's anything in the way, like these wires, you tripping.
You know,
And then
I'm tripping.
Josh, he tripping or not?
That's
He
not
tripping.
that's
He
not me
tripping.
running though.
Yes.
I'm agile when I'm running. I'm like on my feet. I'm like, dang, I'm like, what they called him twinkle toes, right?
Yeah.
Like on my feet.
She just said that too. That's funny.
Easily.
Mm-mm.
I'm different.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
That bear is.
Y'all go ahead and fight the bear.
Yeah. Me and
I'll
Josh
sit up on
gonna
a
be-
tree,
Hmm.
look down, be like,
That bear
There you go,
gonna
he fighting
climb
the bear.
that tree. Then what? That bear gonna climb the tree. Then what?
Yeah, bears can climb trees, stupid.
I know that. He fighting the bear.
Oh,
The
so
bear
you
didn't
just
see me?
watching. You. It can smell you, man. Oh yeah.
Look,
This nigga stink.
we not
He
worried
over
about
here.
that. He fighting the bear, and then you running.
Yeah, I'm running. You
He gonna
hide in
look
the
for y'all
tree
first.
so he can get you next.
No, he gonna look for y'all first.
No, he gonna smell your stink ass in the tree.
No,
bro.
they ain't gonna see me.
There's no soap. He
They ain't gonna
smell
see
you.
me. Trying to tell
He
you.
gonna get Josh, right? You agree?
No,
Who
he
the
ain't
slow,
gonna get
well,
me.
you're the slowest here.
He in the tree, so he's not even running.
Look,
But look, so say we all on, like, say we're on, me and you on the ground.
Yeah.
Why climb the tree if we on the ground?
I'm
can
not
just chase
climbing-
you.
He said he climbing.
You
the
said
tree.
you running, right?
Yeah, I'm running.
He catching you.
No, this is how it's gonna go. Right, let's say right here in this room, Bear walks through the door. You fight him, right? So you gonna
If the bear walks through that door,
yeah.
he's getting Josh first. Because Josh is closest to the
I got
door.
no
but
choice.
You said you was gonna fight him, so you gonna. I'm assuming
no, he
you
ain't
gonna
gonna
rush
get
him.
me first.
You gonna rush him or not?
He ain't gonna get me first.
If the bear is mauling Josh,
No,
No, he
hold
like
on.
the bear just walk in
Okay.
real quick.
okay,
He gonna
He
get
didn't
Jamar
attack
first.
nobody yet.
right,
You see it though.
right.
You gonna go and attack him?
Run, hide, fight is the. I just told you that before. So if it's chilling right there,
Mm-hmm.
all right, not really much to run. I'm seeing what moves the bear makes first.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
Let's say he go after you.
He go after
Oh,
me.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna listen, lock in
Yeah.
to what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand up, jump on the couch, do a wall run,
and he gonna get Jamar.
jump off, go to the door, and I'm out. Cause run, hide, fight. That's the first thing.
Mm.
And then if y'all need help, like your name, I need help. Okay, then I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna get the knife, stab, and shit like that. And shit like that. Remember, first thing to do is run. You supposed to run first.
Survival of the fittest. I'm tripping somebody.
I'm pushing somebody in the way.
Someone,
Somebody getting pushed in the way, yo.
Look.
y'all have to figure it out.
Look. Y'all getting a mean stiff arm.
No,
That's what's
No.
gonna happen. Y'all gonna get a mean
I'm
5
doing a
fingers
wall
to
run.
the face.
Jamar, how much you weigh?
I'm at 222.
I'm gonna, if he try to run, I'm gonna grab him by the like this and throw that nigga back.
Hell no. Hell no.
Yo,
Hell
his
no.
ass.
That's what I'm saying. You try that. Go for me.
I'm
Grab me, y'all
Grab and
asses.
choke that nigga back. Light work.
And
Cause
then
I'm pushing 3 plates on the bench already, so that's none.
I'm like, yo, go fight that damn bear. Go fight him. You said you could.
Yeah,
you said you could.
I could,
so
but
fight that
I don't have
bear.
to do it first. Like that's the last option. Remember, run, hide, fight.
Okay. Then Josh, look, he gets you in that tree. Me. It's gonna be good.
No,
and I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna survive because he gonna work you in that 1-on-1 fight. Then he gonna climb and get your ass, and I'm going by then. I'm going by then.
He gonna see you first. Look, if he get Naeem, he gonna get you.
So look, I was like, so also there's another option. If the bear come in, I'm gonna take the light, shine in his face. He can't see. Blind him.
Oh, you gonna blind him?
And then after he blind, I'm gonna point the light right at you just so he can see you. And then he like, oh yeah, I'm getting him.
Yeah, because he's gonna be attracted to the light.
Right,
exactly.
You know what I'm gonna do? So when you wall running, right? He gonna try to swing at you, right?
No, because y'all's gonna be so. Why swing at me if y'all also sitting down?
Because the time you get up and wall run, I'm gonna do something. I'm not gonna sit here like, oh wow, look at that, he really running. Look, you do that, right? That can be the play. Then he gonna swing at you.
He not swinging at me,
right? He can miss. Then he'll miss the whiff, right? I'll roll to the alcohol, right?
You roll?
Yeah.
You gonna roll?
Put it all the shit in the way.
Hell, you like roll off the table? Yeah.
So he gonna knock himself out.
Your fat ass gonna break the table, bro. That shit glass. That shit not holding up that weight.
Listen.
He said roll. You rolling head first. You hitting that table. You knock yourself out.
He did this. Yeah. Roll to the table, right? Take the alcohol. Bang. Now there's alcohol all over the place, right? Then I'm like, yo, Josh, pass the lighter. Right? Then he get it. Now he on fire. And then that's how I clutch up. Yeah.
Okay, so now
you gonna roll. You gonna knock yourself out first. And you know what I'm gonna do? Be like, let me go.
So what you go? So what's your plan? He doing that. I'm doing. What are you doing?
You rolling?
No, he getting Josh first because Josh is the closest to the door.
Let him explain what he going to do. Because so he got to have something.
Yeah,
a plan.
You rolling?
Yeah.
So when you knocked out, grabbing your ankle, put you right here, and I'm gonna walk away. He gonna eat you.
So his plan is on you feeling.
No. See, that's not
his
gonna work.
plan.
Because if I pass out, I'm playing dead, and maybe it was a sniff. Like, oh, I don't
that's
want
that
food.
Okay,
I want that food, and then keep going.
So say he doesn't get knocked out. He does get the alcohol. What is your plan now?
That's between the bear and Jamar. I'm gonna wait for him to hit the. What you gonna hit?
So
hit the bear with the.
You really just
alcohol?
Your plan is relying on Jamar.
It's okay. That's okay.
He relying on you.
That's okay.
No,
that's what
I heard.
Regardless, so he knocked himself out. I'm gonna drag him over here.
Okay.
The bear gonna eat him.
Right.
You can go ahead and get that alcohol. I'm gonna grab that ankle. You going over there?
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm gonna have to hit you with a switching music.
We gonna be
right
sacrificed. Somebody
don't do that. I'm gonna pow like Shawn Michaels.
No.
Right? Yep.
No, I'm too strong. See you going over there.
Okay.
You going to the bear.
All I need is a stun.
No.
Then you kick to your chest.
Right to the bear.
I feel tough after I hit you with that move too. I'm like,
He
yeah, man, it was crazy. Then I gotta explain to everybody. I'm like, yeah, Josh, he tried his hardest. He said he was gonna stay back. That's what I say about you. I say, yo, Josh tried to. But if you try to go after me, you're done.
No.
You're done.
That's what I'm gonna say.
But you could beat him in a fight?
I'm saying I'm kicking him.
Jamar,
and it's either we both
than him.
dying. The strongest person to always win in the fight.
That's
but
true.
either we both dying,
no,
or I'm getting away.
No.
That's it. I'm not letting you hold me back from that bit. I promise you that. You gonna get kicked in your shit.
Somebody got to go.
I'll be damned. I'll be dead, yo.
I'm like, you know what?
I'll throw some alcohol on you too.
He stayed so he can get away.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be like, what's the nigga from Full Metal where you snapping the fire? That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, with the lighter.
What? He was going crazy with it too.
You trying to hold my ankles?
Nah, he was going crazy.
Let your ass on fire. No Fire Nation, man.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
That's how I'm escaping, man.
Hey, man, that's what we doing with the bear.
Yeah, I'm making it out.
Sound like the bear need help. Help the bear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or Jamar, because you got Josh fighting him too.
Yo, right.
Jamar might need some help.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. On something different though, real quick. So it might not be quick, but Did y'all get a chance to look at the stat sheet since I released it?
I haven't yet.
I skimmed through it. Yeah,
we skimmed through it.
Yeah.
So you saw how like you really weren't that great in size coach of the year. I forgot. So
congratulations.
My calculations, they were right but wrong at the same time. So the calculation I was doing was a wrong calculation, but the math was correct.
Yeah.
So what I was doing was, so remember, each week there was a person who had like the best percentages for starting the best lineup compared to your regular lineup. And so what I was doing was just doing the total points also, thinking that was the correct thing, but it wasn't. I needed to find the average of like the best person that was starting our lineup every week. So I need to get the percentage average that was, so you had 97 one week and 95 the next week, your percentage would be 96 through 2 weeks. But I wasn't doing that. I was just doing the total point percentage, and that was the wrong thing to do. And so once I did that, I found out Jamar was a coach of the year. And so like I said, Jamar had like, if you had if I was doing it the other way, Jamar was in second, which was the wrong way, but Jamar was still a top person up there.
Yeah.
So how did it feel to be coach of the year? You know, that's like, I understand that shit, like your Super Bowl ring and shit like that. Like, are you proud of that?
No, it's not. It's not my Super Bowl. My Super Bowl would be winning the championship and flexing on y'all niggas with the ring. Winning the championship and flexing on y'all niggas with the ring. That would be a Super Bowl win for me. This is just an accolade. You know, it's like winning MVP. It basically is winning MVP of the league. And
no,
5-9.
No. That's no. It's like winning coach of the year, not MVP. It's like winning coach of the year.
Come on. So I'm honored. You know, not everybody has an award right now. It's the first award.
We're gonna get you a sticker.
You know, a lot because records is gonna be broken. You know,
what's not the first award ever?
What's the first award?
Well, remember we had the All Pros and shit like that. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back into the previous years and do the same thing. I'm gonna give the previous award because we're only 3 years deep, so I could do that. So I'll look into like the first teams, second team, third teams, and like the commissioners list and shit like that. Because I want everybody to have those accolades who have made them. Like I don't want to just start it. I'm like, it's not that much to go back and check.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna do that. So like at one point I'm gonna end up putting those on the Instagram page for people to see.
We're gonna get you a scratch and sniff sticker.
Hey, another trophy to hang up in the case. But I'm still chasing that ring. You know, once I get that ring,
don't go chasing waterfalls.
Hey, you look. You know, I was a great coach, but
a bad GM.
Yeah, I gotta improve my GM with. I just gotta improve there.
I would like there to be a GM of the year award too, but there's so many shit that goes into being a GM that it's just there's no calculation for it. Like you just have to look at moves and shit, like what people are doing. So there's no GM of the year I could give to people because like you can't factor in who you're picking, who you picked up, or like who had the best use of the waiver wire. Like there's a lot that goes into it, and it just can't be calculated.
You could do just total points total, like including starters and bench.
No, because remember, if you're them, there's trades and shit like the bench. It doesn't matter because if you leaving points on a bench or if your team's that great, like there's so much shit. Like so you got drafting, you got trading. You're talking about bench points and shit too, or just total points. There's so much shit. Like I said, you can't calculate somebody picking up somebody off the waiver wire.
But if you got like once for the antagonist, I should say, once like Kyron Williams joined your team, you saw the amount of points he was doing, and like that would go towards. Even though like some weeks he had to be benched because of his injuries, but like if it was just a player you were substituting in each week, like I don't know who's a player on your team that was not guaranteed starting every week, but you will switch them out depending on like a matchup last year.
Probably like DeAndre Swift or Kyron, one of those two people.
Okay, but having both of them on your team meant like you were a good GM because you got two players that can start each week.
Yeah.
And that's why I was saying that having both could be the deciding factor.
But you see how many things I named though that goes into being the GM.
Yeah. But it changes each week. Like week 1, you can have, I don't know, like.
But like, what calculation am I doing for that? For somebody drafting a good team, for somebody using a waiver wire correctly, for somebody talking about the bench points and shit like that and all that? Like, what calculation is there for that? Like, I'm not saying like we're wrong. I'm just saying like there isn't a way for me to put that into consideration. I can't put all that together. I'm like, oh, this is and that. Oh, he had this.
It'd be a lot of numbers.
It's not even that. It's a lot of numbers. It's just that some things just like won't work. So like, what calculation am I do for somebody having a good draft?
Nothing.
What calculation am I have for somebody making good trades?
Well, you have to do it by player. So it'd be like what they traded for, what they traded away. So what they got, the amount of points they are going up by, and the amount of points they could have lost from the players that they traded.
All right.
But ain't much.
Poke holes into the story that I'm saying. Not story, but what I'm about to say. Wouldn't whoever's on your team be the result of what your trades in your draft and your free agent pickups? Because you trade a player away, that means the player that was on your team or that you drafted didn't meet your standard, and you got someone new incoming onto your team. A person like me having, to y'all saying that having too many Giants players was a bad GM move, because even though I didn't draft all those Giants players, they managed to be on my team, whether it was through free agency or whatever. So they were on my team. Part of the reason why I won Coach of the Year was because I didn't have depth. And if I was a good GM, I would have had depth, whether it's from trading or free agency.
This like I hear what you're saying, but it still doesn't answer my question until saying like, how am I putting all this stuff into calculation to find out who the best GM? Like, yeah, I could say Sakai is not a good GM. It's easy to say. I could say who else? Devontae, because he sends bad trades and shit like that. But like, yeah, we could say like who's good and who's not just by just like looking at what people are doing. Like, yeah, I could see that. Like this and that. Okay, this is not good. That's not good. That's good. That's good. But there's still like no like ranking system. Like, how good is that? How good is drafting a team? How good is being able to trade or use a waiver wire? Like, what is over the other? And then, like, say I had to figure that. I would have to figure that out, and then I have to have some type of formula to do. Okay, so this matters into that. That matters into this. It's just like I say, it's so much that like goes into being a good GM that I just don't think it's like a math problem for me to find out. Like at that point, it would just be like me in year 1 or year 2 of doing the power rankings, where it's just like my bias at that point, or my opinion.
Okay.
Let that one come to
total points.
To a vote.
All right.
GM, best GM. Let people vote for it.
That'll be the only thing, and that's where you got everybody's opinion on it. That's the only way to come up with a GM of the year. It's just everybody vote on it. That's really the only thing. Have like a ranking, and whoever has like the best ranking at the end, like an average, like a point system.
Okay.
Which is the same thing we do for the first power ranking of the year. That'll be the only way. Right. But everybody think they a good GM now. Everybody do.
Nope. Some people should be honest with themselves.
You ask. That's asking a lot of people.
Why
people
y'all both looking at me like that? I was
dead just answering him.
He said, I see you through the glasses.
Bro, I'm not.
And you was giving me a side too.
I was not looking at you. Bro, look at. I was not saying anything about you, but
there are some.
A hit dog will holler. I ain't say you, but a hit dog will holler though.
Yo, y'all can't see his glasses, but I can see him looking like this. Like, just looking at me.
I was not smiling or looking for him. I was looking at both of them, no, but it wasn't as him like saying some people are. I was just saying like a lot of people aren't going to say they're a bad GM.
Look, what I would say is that I wouldn't even say I was like a good GM because I don't got a ring in this league, you know? I wouldn't put myself like good GMs, I would say, is like the Papes, the Emmets, teams like that are
The
winning.
names, the antagonists
That are winning like that.
Emmets.
For me, Emmett has been winning in the other league that I'm bringing over here.
So don't talk about that league then.
You said Emmett?
Didn't he make the playoffs?
So you left me off the list and you put Emmett? That's crazy.
Did Emmett make the? Was he in your season in your league year 1?
Yes.
Did he make the playoffs?
No.
Year 2?
Yes.
He made the playoffs?
Yes. He made it last year.
And this year he made the playoffs?
Yes. To be honest, the only person I'm giving, like I said, who I worry about when it comes to like doing good is Pape, because he's made the playoffs every year, and he was the league leading scorer back-to-back years. I don't know what he first year. I don't know what he was in the first year. I said I don't know who was. I had to go back into the first year and look. But Pape, like I said, Pape, if anybody's the best GM, it's probably Pape. Consistent.
Pape is the only one that made it to the playoffs every single year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Only person in our league that's made it every year.
Okay.
You made it your first year, missed it the second year. Devontae this was his
He missed
second
it this
year.
year.
You see, he missed it this year. Isaiah was his first year, missed it. So he can't have a 100% thing. Probably the only person with 100%. Well, actually no. There's actually 2 other people. Dante, who was one of my co-workers, he made it first year, but he only did 1 year. And then my uncle's team was 100% also.
Mm-hmm.
So the one on which I helped lead to the championship.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave that part out.
Mm-hmm. But okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see how next year goes with the voting, and we'll see where everybody's ranked. Josh, we'll see. I got to see how you do.
Look,
like
next year. You know, I need to see more.
I'll tell you what the error was.
Huh?
I'll tell you what the error was.
What was the error?
Travis
Kelce.
Mm-hmm.
Taking him round 1, like I said, bro. I remember I told you that in the car when we was gonna go. Cause you went with us bowling. Yeah, you dropped him off, right?
Yeah.
Look, yeah, and I told. I remember we were talking about picks. I'm like, I would never pick a tight end in that first.
It was a confidence pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey.
Got a little too confident.
Trial and error.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Like okay, like so, Jamar, your team. I remember I was telling you, like, it wasn't like bad. Like you had a good percentage, but like it was I think it was when people were putting points on you. So let me see what this is. How many points your opponent averages in their win against you? Okay, so when every time a team won against Jamar, he had the second highest points. I know not second highest, third highest. Okay, because first was Emmett. Oh no, you got fourth. First was Emmett with 172.55. When people went against him, that's how much they were dropping on him. But he only lost 4 times. But that's still a lot though. You had Isaiah who with 152.95. Devontae had 150.91. He had a lot of losses too, and they was dropping hella points on him. And then you had 143.4, which is still a lot. That's top 4 in the league. So niggas was every time niggas was beating Jamar, that's how much they was dropping on him.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta get into that next level of just being the top of the league type scorer. That's what I need to do, and I'm confident I can do that next year. But Josh, you're on your way there for me to put you in that conversation with.
Put you in what conversation?
The conversation with like the Papes and like the Emmets and things like that. Like you're on your way.
Stop saying Papes and the Emmets. Pape is dead in a class of his own, bro. I can't. We gotta stop putting people up there with Pape. Until someone knocks Pape off the throne, he up there by himself. Just if you, the Emmets is on another tier.
To you,
bro. Maybe if you're talking about your other league, that's different.
Since I seen Emmett in this league, he has made the playoffs.
Yeah, but you haven't been here every year. You could say the same thing with me. So I'm in the same class, right?
Nah.
Yo, cause I made it every year since you've been in the league.
Nah.
Yes, I have.
So you played yourself.
Yeah.
Me? Mm-hmm. No.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference.
There's not.
Because you forget.
There's only 3 people in the league that's made the playoffs every time you've been in the league. Me, Papa, and Emmett.
Yep.
Nobody else.
I thought it was the antagonist. And it's the antagonist first year.
Listen.
Oh, the commissioner name.
I am a part of that organization. I got hired. I got hired.
I got hired.
To my knowledge, this is the first I'm hearing it. Because to me, it was two different owners.
I'm
the
hired.
antagonist doesn't hire anybody.
Yeah, he said. Yeah, that's what he said himself.
I'm hired. I'm with the organization. There needs to be. I'm like his PR person.
I would have to talk to him because he didn't seem too fond of you.
No, that's cap. Because I watched the episode. When I wasn't here, I watched the episode, and that's not what he said.
Because Josh was trying to get in contact with him, right?
And Josh got in contact with the antagonist right here. And look, I told him I can get Josh in contact with the antagonist. But he's like, no, I want to speak to the antagonist. I'm like, I can get you in contact with him.
No. So that's not what the antagonist was telling a different story,
That's not
though.
what he was saying, because I watched the episode.
He said, Naeem couldn't win.
That's cap.
I'm here.
That's cap.
To be the defender.
Yeah.
He was defending Naeem.
Yeah. Yo, Josh was like, yo, so if I talk to Naeem, can I get your number through Naeem? He's like, nah, you can't get my, you can't contact me. Nobody can contact me.
No, he said unless
he said nobody.
That's cap,
He
bro.
said no one.
No, he said nobody.
I'm part of the organization.
I gotta hear it from him.
I'm an advisor, PR, all that. Yeah.
I need you to call him.
I mean, you know, but they say you stand basically to the antagonist.
Stan?
That's what it seemed like.
No,
stand.
I work with him.
But he didn't say that. He said no one can contact him.
Look it. This is breaking news because I didn't tell nobody yet. I was gonna announce it during the season, but I'm an advisory role. I'm part of that organization.
And then the commissioner, you work for him too, or?
I'd be in contact with. So I was helping the commissioner out because he was doing a lot of league running, and so like he asked if I could help him with his team.
And this is the first that we're hearing it.
Well, you weren't there. Oh, no, you were there for the second part of the commissioner before he just wanted to do commissionership. But I was there. I was there. I didn't think it had to be known though. I didn't think it had to be known.
I got to retire the commissioner.
Checkmate.
Whoa, you have to retire. Don't do that.
It was a
no.
That was bad.
Yeah, don't do that.
It was good.
Don't
we
do
had to
that.
put you in witness protection.
He summoned something else.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's competition right there. Yeah. I like that.
Wait, so Josh, you said you took a look at the
No, I wasn't able to yet.
Oh, okay. So none of y'all really took a look yet. Damn, I did want to just go like real quick. Yeah. I'm not saying nothing wrong, but I was just saying like,
no, I'm gonna check it.
It seems that was ass, and you could just really stand out who was ass, like just by like it's really mostly like I'll say like I don't know if you can see this, but like these two columns right here, it shows like high and lows. Not this section right here because this really doesn't matter. But if you're just looking at where like it's red and green at, you see like whose name is where, you could tell who ass. Like right here, you see them names. Ass.
It was like Zakai and Nasir.
Chris too in there.
Whoa.
Chris, bro, Chris, like the season Chris had was just crazy, like because there's so much shit that like his winning average was 132.82, which was below the league average through 14 weeks, and so but he still made the playoffs. Like there was teams with way higher win averages.
It's the schedule.
Yeah, even Emmett had a below average winning average. So what's a win average? Just how many points you're putting up in a win. And Isaiah had the highest. Didn't make the playoffs. 154.71. Then it was Devontae, but he didn't have a lot of wins. I think he had like four wins.
Something like that.
Yeah, he had 4 wins, and then it was the antagonist.
Yo, I never hear Josh's name whenever you talk about this.
It's just that Josh has like a mid number.
I'm just in the middle right now. Even at my worst.
Josh had 134.57. You had 138.08. They were both below league average.
But we two different 5 and 9s though. Like
dude, why do you keep saying that?
Because I'm the coach of the year, 5 and 9. He just you don't hear his name at all.
See, that's worse for you.
Okay. To be honest, it was only a 50-point difference between y'all two.
50 points?
Yes.
That's a lot of points.
It's not that much, to be honest.
That's a lot of points.
That could be like a game or a week or two in points.
A week or two?
In points? Yeah. 50 points? Yes.
Oh, that's exactly a week or two. That's not something light. People miss a playoff based off of a week or two.
But y'all both did, so it didn't matter with the same record.
It's two different 5
See,
and 9.
you thinking like you was nice. See, me, I'm thinking realistically, my team was poop. You thinking my team was good. I deserved to win. See, that's a fantasy.
My in my mind, it was like,
but look, whatever makes you feel better.
A healthy roster, I saw the potential. That's what it is. It's just the potential.
See?
And that's why.
I'm dead looking at like some of the stats that matter a lot. It's about the same 5 and 9, yo. It really is like, dude, you have like some slight difference, like slight, like you are slightly above in some of the categories, but they're so close that it really doesn't even matter.
But I'm
you see
above. That's what you trying to downplay. I'm above where he is. That's why it's two different 5 and 9s. Like I said, one is a 5 and 9 with an MVP on their team. Yours is a 5 and 9
MVP.
with
Who MVP?
Me, Coach of the Year.
That's his
that's the thing. You know what I mean?
Now you hyping your own self up.
Nah, it's
for
like
no reason.
It's like, how would I say it?
See, you not thinking realistically. You in a fantasy world right now because you got the Coach of the Year.
Josh, I've been saying this. I've been saying this, bro.
Bro, like y'all stats are so similar. I'm just going through everything.
But I'm always above. That's the difference.
But what's your record?
It's two different. Like,
no,
what's not clicking? What's not clicking?
No, what's not clicking?
They similar, but I'm above.
Bro, it's so similar.
It's similar, but I'm above.
You okay?
I'm above, and you said he mid, and I'm above. Right. That means I'm above mid.
Show me 5. Show me 5 with your fingers. All right. So count them. Count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Show me 5 again. Count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 is 5.
No, like your 5 is like. Let me see.
Actually, okay. This is a good gauge on like where y'all finished at. I'm looking at the power rankings.
Yeah.
But I have a point system. I'm not gonna tell like y'all actual ranking. Oh wait, no. That was somebody else. If I look at the power rankings, there's a lot of point differences in there. This right here, I think is a better gauge of where people really are. Like I said, I think that it really ranks teams, showing like who, like how you are. There is a wide margin of a point difference between you and Josh when it comes to power rankings. So that would back Jamar's theory of him being a different 5 and 9.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
but what's the record?
You like 5
and 9. It's still 5 and 9. Like that's the shit that really matters at the end. Like this is just like a measurement system.
It's like
so now you worse.
5 pieces, like 5 fries, individual fries. That's
See
what
you're not thinking about.
I'm like 5 slices of pizza.
That's he's not getting it. He did better at being worse.
All right, bro.
Like so, so like at the end of the season, teams numbers are in the thousands usually. Most teams.
Mine sure is not.
Not really too like not too far in the thousands. It might be like. It probably, I don't think anybody's ever got over 2,500 or some shit like that, but it should be around there, like between like 1,000, 2,500. That's a range. Takai didn't have that. He was at 700.
I didn't have that.
Yeah, you didn't.
See, I know.
So and then Jamar was in like around 1,300, 1,500 in that range.
God.
But you gotta think about it. You did all that.
You didn't reach 1,000. You were close to reaching 1,000. Just you didn't.
You did all that.
Just in the 5
to be
9.
with me at 5 and 9.
That was you know what? I hope if I carry my stats into the next season, I could be a playoff type of team. Okay, you know what I mean? There's a chance of me being a playoff type of team. Okay. Same exact numbers.
Let me give you a scenario. I got you.
All right, let me hear.
So you playing Apex, right?
Yeah.
Me and you playing 2 different matches, 2 different teams.
Yeah.
You got 4 kills. Let's say 1,500 damage.
Yeah.
You finished 19th.
Yeah.
I get 1 kill and say 500 damage.
Yeah.
Finish 19th.
Yeah.
What place are you in? What place are you in?
But it's two different 19s though. That's not like.
Okay, so let's get it in ranked points.
Yeah, I'll get.
Are you in the negative?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm done with you, man. I'm done with you, man. I need next season to come back so I can continue.
So I need to ask you right now: is it a guarantee that you're going to make the playoffs next season? A guarantee?
Nothing in life is guaranteed, man. Nothing in life is guaranteed.
Well, actually, death, money, taxes, and antagonists making the playoffs is guaranteed.
And the who?
Life. An antagonist making the playoffs, yes.
So you're saying that the antagonist is guaranteed to make the playoffs next season?
What did I just say?
Oh wow. Okay, you hear
money,
that, Josh?
But taxes, was it?
You said death?
Taxes not even guaranteed for real for him.
Where?
If there's an apocalypse, there's no taxes.
But that's not the life we're living. That's not the life we're living.
Hey, it's a thing.
Okay.
Death, taxes, and antagonist making the playoffs is guaranteed. Well, it's 100% guaranteed so far.
Two of those is not true.
If we're looking at the analytics of it, he's 100%.
Your point of view.
He's 100%.
That's from his point of view.
Oh, so that means what I made my statement about like the Emmets and the Papes, I was right not to include the other teams.
No, if you got to include me because I've worked with both teams.
You have to now.
You have to.
No,
you did it to yourself.
You said the Papes and the Emmets.
Mm-hmm.
Pape, Emmett, and me have all made the playoffs.
No, because you claimed that. Excuse me. You claimed that you was a fan of the antagonist.
I was.
You had nothing to do with it.
So you got to say the antagonist still.
But the antagonist, I only seen him for 1 year.
But I worked with all the teams. Like I was a fan. I still am a fan.
But what you said
I worked with the organization.
From what you've seen,
yes,
they made the playoffs every time.
Yes.
So therefore, you have to say the antagonist is on that list.
But it's not the same because it's only 1 year compared to 2.
Nah.
From what you've seen,
don't say the antagonist. Say Naeem.
No,
say Naeem.
You was a fan.
Exactly.
You said he was a fan and then commissioner.
I worked with them.
The antagonist,
niggas lying.
From what you've seen,
I'm not lying. It's just like things change. So say Naeem.
No.
The antagonist is on that list.
Yes.
Yo, get that hate out your heart, yo.
No, it's not. And if anything, that means it's two people working together for one team. When it's Emmett and Pape, it's only one person working on that team. One person. It's just Emmett. It's just Pape. And your situation is the commissioner and Naeem, or the what I say, and the antagonist and Naeem. So it's two people.
And so
working.
wait, and what correlation do those two teams have?
That there's two people.
There's another correlation that Naeem worked with both of them and they made the playoffs.
But that's why it's different between two people working on a team and one person working on a
greatness.
Team.
Exactly, because y'all not trying to be great. It takes more than one. Two heads is better than one. So that's why you never seen the light. You stay in the darkness. You stay in the shadow. Ain't anybody worried about Jamar. That's the difference. Mm-hmm. But you gonna have to you gonna have to put my name up there with them.
Hey, Pape and Emmett don't need two people, and they seem to be doing just fine.
Okay,
that's why they in their own list.
No,
their own tier.
No, How? But guess what?
Because it's just them by themselves, not two people.
But guess what? The moment two people is still succeeding.
What have they?
That's why
everybody does things different.
Hey, this like having a quarterback with a all-pro receiver and a quarterback with no receivers. If they doing the same numbers, the people without receivers is gonna shine more because they have no help.
I think it's like if a team has 52 people and a team has 53 people and they both go into the playoffs and they still doing well. I think that's like the same thing.
Yeah. I guess that's why your list will be different than my list. But those two are going to be in the
top.
Josh,
that ain't nothing about it.
I'm so confused.
He don't want to give out credit when credit's due. That's all it is. He don't want to give out recognition.
I am giving credit to those two guys.
He's not giving credit to me though, because I'm been winning since he's been in the league. Been to the playoffs twice
with two. two people working on one team.
Okay.
Now, if you were saying it was just you, then all right, maybe I can just do that. Like if it was just Naeem, but it's not just Naeem. It's Naeem and the commissioner.
So what though? Like what does that mean?
Because being able to ask someone, yo, is this a good thing to do?
To be honest, you might want to hire a GM yourself.
Might have to.
Yeah, you might want to.
Might have to, but then I would never be able to get in that tier of that Pape and the Emmys because they did that shit by themselves.
How many championships they got? How many championships they got?
0.
So it don't matter what they do, and they still got no championships to behind it.
Yeah, nope. That's true.
Would that make Raekwon above them?
No.
Why? He got a ring. They don't.
He got one.
He do.
Also, I think I would definitely be in that tier with Emmett and them. I might be above them.
Why?
Because I got a ring too.
I sure do.
So he might be over there. He might be like, where do you rank the tiers with the rings? Because I helped lead a team to the championship.
Mm-hmm. Like,
I've been to be honest, I've seen the playoffs every year.
But it's not just you. That's where I'm. That's why you're not going further up on the list because of that right there.
I've been a part of multiple teams. Yes,
like,
I have.
If it was just you by yourself, yeah, you there.
But look at Josh.
I was by myself.
Josh, you know what?
For you.
You know what?
I'm about to get to you.
You know what's in common with all the teams that I've been with? They win. I've been with a team that won the championship. I've been to a team, another team that made the playoffs. I've been to another team that made the playoffs. I'm a winner. I am a winner. So, you go with a ring. Cause what I bring on, you seen it before. You seen it. You seen that ring? Something he got, right?
But it's two different types of rings, though.
It's a ring at the end of the day. I look it
because yours just says your name. His has multiple people on it.
Look it
when you shouldn't even be on there, to be honest.
So then how am I not in that list?
Because I'm explaining. But
you know what? It's okay.
I'll get to you.
Because like I said, whatever you think or not, at the end of the day, I still got a ring.
Okay.
Something you don't have, and I've been to the playoffs every year with a team.
Yeah.
I'm goated.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look. It's just my opinion. At the end of the day, it's just my opinion,
right.
And that's what I think.
Something that really don't matter. You don't really value an opinion like that.
That's where I think, and having to, because if I had another person to be like, "Yo, should I start Saquon's backup?" and they were like, "Nah, that's not a good thing to do," and boom, who knows what games I could have won? You know, if I had another person there to help me out.
Not accepting help doesn't make somebody lesser or greater of a person.
I didn't.
No, you
have
are
the opportunity.
But I'm saying, what you're saying, just because somebody has help does not make them lesser or greater of a person. LeBron had help. Mike had help. They wasn't going nowhere by themselves, right? Because they had help. So are we ranking LeBron lower? Are we ranking Michael lower?
Now imagine someone did the same thing that Mike and LeBron did by them damn self with no help.
With how many times are they doing now?
The same amount of times.
So they did it 4 times. Then we're gonna start. Then people will start ranking them above.
And that's exactly what Emmett and Pape is doing.
But they're not. They don't have no rings.
They get in there.
Emmett hasn't made the playoffs every year.
Mm-hmm.
Pape has.
Mm-hmm.
Emmett did the same thing you did. Cowboy players.
Mm.
And once Emmett fixed that problem, he started being better. Mm-hmm. So like, come on, yo, like I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand this because the math not mathing, Josh.
I got
a ring. I've been part of an organization with a ring. Don't everybody who's a part of an organization get the ring, right?
Even the players that got traded off get a ring, yeah.
Yeah, but who was there at the end of the season though? Me. I was there at the end of the season. Who was there with the commissioner when he was on his playoff run? Me. Who was there with the antagonist? Me. So what more do you want from me?
I'm glad you're saying all of this. Because when next season rolls around and Josh is beating up on you, I want you to keep the same energy that you can get in contact with the antagonist, all that. Because there's going to be a lot of people looking for him during the season.
Well, look at you get in contact with me because I'm part of the organization. I answer the questions. The antagonist.
Now you're a part of it?
Bro, I was with them. Like I'm saying, I am, and I was before.
See, I'm normally not looking.
Because remember, I was a person to get in contact with. Like I wasn't on payroll, but I was with them. I'm on payroll now.
Okay. So that means if you weren't on payroll, you wouldn't really get the ring then with them. You wouldn't get the like.
I was volunteering.
Okay.
So I'm still part of the organization. So
like the people that was helping Buffalo shovel out the snow, I don't think they would have got a ring if.
No, not like them. Like I was volunteering, like
getting
in different ways. No,
like that for people. Yeah.
No, like helping y'all get in contact with the antagonists.
That was not true because we was trying to get in contact and he wasn't talking to nobody.
No. I told you he wasn't talking to y'all. He was talking to me.
He said he wasn't talking to you like that. Like,
how you gonna tell me you don't have a direct line with the antagonist?
When I spoke to him in person, that's what he told me.
Yeah, in person, but you don't have the direct line. That's the thing I'm talking about. Yeah.
And then Josh, to answer your question, you and Raquan, y'all both got a ring, so you guys are like up there. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, but I seen the lowest of the lows. You know, I seen bad seasons. Then that's where I was like, okay, you can be up there. Like you at your best definitely is up there in that tier. But I can also see you that you're human and you bleed.
Me at my best is above them.
Yeah. You like you can get there, but then you could also not be there at all and nowhere to be found. Not. Yeah. Hey, yeah. So like, if I was doing the next year when I'm doing the rankings, when we're doing all the rankings and things like that, like, yeah, you and Raquan's gonna be there. You know what I mean? You and Raquan's gonna be there.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not gonna put you down low with the Zakais and the Nasirs, and you're gonna be like, you're gonna have a good, fair rating.
I think actually, he's above you.
I was trying to avoid saying things around that, but
no, I'll say it though. You don't have to say it, but I'll say it though. He's above you. Y'all both.
We didn't ask.
He's making he has a higher playoff percentage than you, 66% compared to 50%. He also has a ring in which you don't.
Soon come.
I don't believe so, but okay.
Come. But so yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, you would definitely be there. That's where you guys, that's where you guys fit in that power ranking.
So
like
what? Okay, if we're talking about overall, where do we rank somebody with a ring?
In like that top.
Is just making the playoffs every year better than having a ring?
It's like the Cowboys.
It's like, it's hard to say, It's hard to say. Just like how niggas can have 11 rings and the niggas can have 5. Does that mean the niggas with 11 rings is the better player?
We're not talking about 11 and 5. We're talking about 1. There's nobody that has multiple rings in this league.
That's what I'm just. But it's the same correlations.
Okay, so let's do this. So the Heat been making the playoffs like every year when they had Jimmy Butler, right? Yeah. Denver has 1 ring. They got there. They weren't always making the playoffs before. Would that make Denver better or worse than Miami? Because I think Miami's been making the playoffs a little bit more. I'm not too sure. It's not an actual fact. I'm just saying if so.
I would need more details for that. Like, what years are you talking about completely? And yeah, I would need a little bit more details on that.
Okay, then let's not do them. Let's do.
You could literally do the Cowboys.
Nah, I don't want to do the Cowboys. Let's do the Buccaneers.
Okay.
They got their 1 Super Bowl ring in the past. The last one they got was in like 2000, the 2000s. They got their 1 ring. And let's think of a team that usually always makes the playoffs. Besides the Chiefs, let's do the Bills.
Okay.
They be making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Are the Bills better because they made the playoffs more, or the Buccaneers better? Like, where do we rank them now?
You talking about like as a franchise or today?
Let's do a franchise in the past 7 years.
I would say yeah, the Bills
are better.
Yeah.
Even though they don't have a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
So they're better just because they made the playoffs, not because they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the year the Bucks won the Super Bowl, it was a good year for them. They had Brady come in, and he was recruiting a lot of people. He just had a really good year that year. But overall, the Bills have been winning and getting there, and they have a harder road to get into the Super Bowl than the Bucks do.
What do people play for at the end of the season?
A Super Bowl.
Right.
But there's a lot that it takes to get to the Super Bowl.
Right. And the Bucks did it better.
Here, let me ask you a question. The good old... Ooh, actually, let me ask you something.
All right, you get your question together.
Yeah,
real quick. It's one quick thing. One quick thing. If we talking about who's a better franchise in the past 7 years, and we'll say the team with no Super Bowl wins or the team with a Super Bowl win, who would you rather be?
I would rather have a Super Bowl ring.
Okay then.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that like that team is better.
Clearly, they reached the end goal. That's like one of the hardest things to get, right?
Would you say Eli's better than Drew Brees?
I would not.
Why? Got more rings.
Wait, are we talking about organizations or are we talking about players now?
I was talking about
organizations.
Organizations?
You said you named players.
I mean, we could do the Giants and the Giants and the Saints.
Okay.
Would you say the Giants is a better organization than
in the
Saints?
past what?
In the past, I don't know, 10, 15 years?
10, 15 years.
Yeah.
So that's going back to 2012?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm tripping. I'm thinking it's 2022. 2014.
Yeah. I said 10, 15, so if you wanted to go to that exact
So
number.
15. So now, is it 10 or 15? 10, 15 is a span of years.
Let's go.
Whatever wants to fit your narrative.
15.
So 15 years ago is
2009.
When did y'all get your ring?
In 9 and 12. I want to say
2009 and 12.
Yeah.
Y'all got a ring in 20? I thought it was early. Okay, I thought y'all had a ring early in 2009. So if we're using that, then yes, the Giants would be a better organization because they got 2 rings.
Okay.
The Saints got theirs in 2006, I believe.
All right. So I see where you're coming from, and I get what you're saying, but okay.
So go ahead with your whatever question
for
saying.
you. It was the players. It was the players one. So for you, Raquan is better than you.
Well, I have a ring.
A split ring. So it's like 0.5.
I still got the whole ring in my possession.
Okay.
I ain't buy half a ring. I got the whole ring.
Okay.
I was part of the organization.
All right. This is.
I'll be probably just above Raekwon because 3 playoff appearances as Naeem. Like,
so Josh is better than you?
Josh didn't have 3 playoff appearances.
What happened? What you say?
He said that you don't have 3 playoff appearances, but you have more chances.
Because I wrote the. I mean, well, when a team sees winning, they want you a part of the organization, and so they saw what I did first season, got one to commissioner, helped him make the playoffs.
Because you had 2 chances. In how many people were in the league?
10.
2 teams and a 10-man to make the. How many people make the playoffs?
Relax, 8-man league winner. Relax.
Wait, how many people make the playoffs?
4 people made it.
4 people. 2 out of 10 and 4 people make the playoffs. That's 2 chances to make the playoffs. That's just crazy. And you're giving yourself the advantage over someone who had 1 chance to make it. It's either his team or not.
Well, I wasn't giving myself it. It was something that needed to be done.
Mm-hmm.
It was no other option really. There was the other option was just to do nothing with that team, but I continued to run that team. I stepped up to the plate and did what I need to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all hear this bullshit that he's
How
saying.
is that bullshit? Who else was gonna run a team?
Just like you said what you did, just set the highest projection points and go up from there.
I didn't have to do that though.
That would be the right thing to do to continue.
Exactly. And so I did that.
And what most teams would do if someone were to leave or something.
Well, we don't know. We just know what we would do in our circle. We don't know what everybody else be doing. There's a lot of people in the world, a lot of leagues.
Yeah. Okay.
I stepped up. I became part of the organization. It wasn't something I was looking forward to do. Or I planned on doing. It's just something I had to do. Yeah. Hey. Have you ever had to take over a team?
No.
Have you known anybody else besides me who had to take over a team?
No.
Lies.
Your face is like.
Oh yeah. I'm cooking. You said know someone who had to take over a team.
Right.
Oh yeah, I do.
And did they end up winning the league?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
You were there.
I was not there.
Just to say that nobody do it like I do it when it comes to winning.
Hey man,
I might be the best winner in the league.
Whoa. Whoa.
In total wins, I might be.
Whoa. But you have an extra season above everyone else.
Well, a lot of people have an extra season above me. I mean, not above, they have the same season as me.
Because you have both teams year one. So that means anybody that even been in the league.
I wouldn't even consider any of the wins from previous. I'll only take it up to where I had to take over that team.
That's still that many more games you have, even if it was like week 10.
Well,
that's still 6 more games than everybody.
My other team didn't make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't really that much I was doing over there.
So that means you didn't really help that team. If you weren't on the team for that long, then they would see like it was good.
I controlled one whole team for the season and the other one for majority of the season.
That's mad games.
It's not that many. If more teams had more wins, like say Josh had 12 wins at the end of the season, he could still have an advantage over me going to like year 2.
How many week games did you take over?
I took over from week 4 on.
And the season ends what, week 13?
During that season week, yeah.
So that's 9 games advantage over everybody that's been in the league.
That's it. There were 9 wins though.
Still 9 chances.
It's not something that I was asked to do. It's something I had to do.
I don't know.
Hey, look, just because like I said, I still might have the most total. Regardless of whatever you're saying, I still might have it.
All right, man. We see 2 different things right there.
Yeah, I see winning and rings. You haven't seen
rings.
That. Ring, my fault. And I see a ring. But I do see rings though, because I see it in my future. Because I've been there.
Okay.
Never mind.
All right, we just gonna wait until next season. We gonna see what happens. Though. We can see what happens.
Okay.
All right. You got another topic?
I do. Do you?
Yeah, but you go first.
Well, I think Kyle brought this up. You go first.
Okay.
I'm joking. Go ahead.
You heard that they're banning the weight drop tackle, hip drop tackle?
Oh, hip drop.
The weight drop tackle. Yeah. You need to do that. The weight drop tackle. Yeah. That was crazy. I'm not a fan of them keep banning tackling and shit like that because this is the second type of style of tackling they banned. Few years back, they banned tackling where you lower the crown of your helmet. So I remember like seeing like, damn, so how the fuck you supposed to, because that was taught to everybody coming up from like when you were playing Pee-wee football. So you couldn't, like, that was called form tackling. You know, you lower your head, put it right onto the side of the person and tackle him. So they banned that. So then I'm like, damn, how are you supposed to tackle? And so they adjusted. The tackling is still just kind of like, damn, a lot of people be getting fined because they be lowering their heads. So I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, it's just form tackling. Like, if you trying to take somebody down, you're gonna, that's a natural thing to do. If you run into somebody tackling them, you're gonna put your head down. Like, you supposed to do this. That looks crazy. That looks crazy. And so now, like, the hip drop tackle was definitely good for like DBs because if you run it, like say you got a Derrick Henry, you're not tackling without dropping your body weight to the ground. You're not allowed to do that anymore.
So he's gonna run free.
DBs is getting ran over this year.
Yeah.
I don't like when they make rules without having a what's the word I'm looking for? Like solution to it. So there's no solution to the hip drop tackle.
All running backs are free. And
say they do find a solution, like say it's just going for the knees or some shit like that. Even what's supposed to do, just say it's that, and like nobody thought of that before. And then like, oh, now that's too dangerous, so we have to ban that tackle. So how the fuck are we supposed to tackle people?
It's gonna turn into flag.
That's what people have been saying. Like, like I know it sounds like an exaggeration, but like low key, that's what it looks like it's headed to, bro.
Yep.
And I always said, like, I remember I said this before on the podcast. I'm like, football is not a safe sport. It's a collision sport. There's nothing safe about football. So them keep trying to make shit safe. Like, bro, it's not. It's like what are we doing? Like, they're not making UFC safe.
Yeah. You
fighting people. But if they start doing that and shit, what are we doing now? We just slap boxing?
Exactly.
Like, come on.
That's how people can get hurt too.
This shit is stupid, bro. I'm not a fan of it.
I really don't know how they're going to make those type of tackles. I definitely think like power running backs. Yeah, power running backs are really about to have a year, I should say, because that's going to be tough. Or if the person is like trying to get a first down and you're trying to stop them from going forward, that might be rough. I'm interested in seeing what the players say, defensive players say, because they're doing it on a daily basis. Or not a daily basis, but like doing a seasonal. And I'm just trying to see how it is. There's definitely gonna be some bullshit calls where sometimes it's gonna look like a regular tackle, but they're gonna say it's a hip drop tackle, and it's just like, what the fuck?
I got no choice.
Yeah. It's like, how you gonna stop that type of shit? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I feel like the NFLPA should have like some say in shit like this, bro. And when it comes to rules, bro, because it's affecting the players, and I don't know how the players don't have like a say in this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Defense just got harder to play.
Very harder.
Hopefully the Giants can score some touchdowns now.
I doubt it.
Nah,
we were struggling to tackle before, so I can only imagine.
Ooh, Saquon's gonna run crazy.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
You ready to root for Saquon?
Oh yeah.
I was
already a fan at Penn State. Not when he's on that team, but then he got to wear green.
You still root for Saquon, right? You already said that. Wow, it's gonna be crazy to see Saquon going crazy.
I think it's gonna get like.
I think Jamar's gonna root for Saquon this season.
325,
even against the Giants,
both games.
I think you are.
That's gonna be a game though.
He's gonna get 325. 2 games combined, 325 for like maybe 5.
I'm gonna bet on him.
You gonna bet him in multiple ways.
I'm gonna bet that way. It's a win-win. Either he don't kick.
I'm sorry.
Either he don't kick or I win my bet. That's what I'm gonna do.
He gonna kick.
I hope not. Not against us.
He gonna go crazy.
Oh, yeah,
he running for 100.
He can do that against the Cowboys. Go ahead.
He getting 100 total yards. He getting 100 total yards at least. Total yards.
I know he
175.
Oh, 175?
175.
I know come on, watch out, man.
Saquon, we just going for Saquon.
Because you an Eagles fan.
And one game might be 290.
Why do you keep saying I'm an Eagles fan?
Because the amount of Eagles shit you sent compared to Saints shit is crazy.
The Saints didn't do anything in the off season.
They just signed, what's his name? Who they just signed? The guy from the 49ers, Chase Young. You ain't saying nothing about that in the chat.
In the chat, I sent it directly to Lopez, directly to another Saints fan.
I thought you were gonna like that move.
It's a good move. I accuse Ohio State person.
He was a Saints fan. That's it,
bro. I said I like the move, but it's not enough to push the needle in the Saints. There's so many other problems. that we have?
Man, nothing. Anything Eagle related you was sending, even if it wasn't a trade.
You know why? You know why I was sending it? Because I wanted you to see it. That they make your rival is making moves and y'all not.
You want to talk about hate? We made moves though. We made moves though.
We got Devin White.
Yeah, I thank y'all. I thank y'all for picking up Devin White because he's not in the NFC South no more.
Look,
what moves y'all make?
We got Brian Burns.
That's a good one. Thank you for getting out the NFC South.
We got some people for the O-line. They're not the best, but we got some people there. You know,
and then we gonna get McKinney.
Oh, Xavier, he's on the Packers.
Oh, he got signed.
Yeah, he got signed to the Packers. We got some people on the O-line, and then we just signed. There was some receiver. I forgot his name. But anyways, we try to make some moves, and we can get a receiver in the draft, maybe.
Another one?
Hey, now I'm kind of
y'all be signing receivers to do nothing with them.
We got one of your starters. He's gonna play on the practice squad though.
Who?
Was it Paris Campbell?
Oh yeah.
Now he's solid.
See, there's not enough space. Not room.
I mean, Quez Walker's not doing nothing, right?
No, he's not on our team anymore.
Where he at?
So I'm interested to see how the season's gonna go.
You're really interested in your season?
Yeah.
Lose?
Right?
Who's gonna stop Saquon?
Or just so I know,
Burns, Dexter Lawrence.
Today's Air Max Day. We cannot forget that. They don't have Air Max on their feet, but I wore mine because this showed us Air Max Day. I just wanted to get that off real quick. Where Air Max you got in there?
I do.
You have Air Maxes?
Yeah.
Which ones?
You
don't know. I don't know.
But they don't look like that one.
No shit. But you don't know which one they are.
Like style wise.
Nice.
I did.
Now.
I had Vapor Maxes though.
That's Air Max. That's considered Air Max.
Yeah. I can show you. They're all beat up now. I got those.
I don't doubt it.
I had it from years, and
I've had a lot of shoes for years too, and I don't beat mine up.
I wore them to work, like in a restaurant.
Okay.
Bad works.
What's the best thing that you have?
Probably one of my Jordans.
Which ones? What Jordan number?
Fours.
You got fours?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What colorway?
I'll just show you after.
No, I mean, just tell me the colorway because the podcast people want to know too. The listeners and the viewers.
Just say the color palette.
Don't hold the podcast back.
Don't hold.
Yeah, just let them know.
Care about all that.
We care about singers here.
They don't care about all that. Man.
He's gatekeeping.
Yeah,
you're holding the podcast back by not telling them. You are. You had Jordan 4s, because people love 4s nowadays, especially the younger crowd too. So I think you should let them know what Jordan 4s you have. So like, oh, you got those 4s. Those tough. So you're not gonna let them know you're gonna hold the podcast back.
Yeah.
Wow, you're intentionally holding the podcast back.
Like once we get to 100 likes, there we go.
We already got 100 likes
on this video. The video didn't even drop yet.
We got it though.
Go get them. Go get them.
They're not currently in the building.
One, that's a lie.
Why?
You said the Jordan 4s are not currently in the building.
Yeah.
Why am I looking at them right now? Wow.
Those aren't mine.
Wow. Yeah. I've seen you wear those.
Sometimes I wear other people's shoes.
That's crazy. You wear other people's shoes like that?
Yeah.
Josh, throw me that sneaker.
Josh, just stay right there, man.
Throw me that sneaker, Josh.
You gonna go fetch for him?
Huh?
He said go fetch, boy.
This for the podcast.
No question.
Throw me that sneaker.
Why you trying?
Throw me that sneaker.
What y'all niggas doing?
I want you.
Wait, what y'all niggas doing?
Josh, get the sneaker and put him on your camera.
Nah, hold on. Y'all niggas need to calm down.
That's the way he did it.
You saw that DB swat shit.
Grab that sneaker and put it on your camera.
Don't fetch for him. You a grown ass man, bro. What is you doing? What point are you trying to get across?
Podcast people on your camera.
Nah, leave that shit alone. alone, bro.
Yo,
leave my shit alone.
Wait, it's not yours.
Leave that shit alone.
It's not. You said
I said
mine.
leave that shit alone.
Yo, it's not yours. So don't worry about it.
You were like,
I was just trying to get that out of here.
Yo,
man.
Josh, show him on your camera.
let me show. I'll show
Yo,
you.
What's the point of this?
sit down.
What we doing, man?
Because we
You know what,
want
show?
to show them the fours.
Why? Why?
No, it's not his, so it don't matter.
What?
It's not yours.
Yo, this nigga crazy.
Show him. You go ahead and show him.
Yo, this nigga got up and moved the sneakers, but they not his though. This nigga smacked the sneakers
Why'd
out
you want to
there.
show?
Yo,
You said no.
that nigga didn't want y'all to see the four so bad, yo.
That's crazy.
That was it. That was crazy. That was crazy, bro.
Oh, that's a clip right there.
That's because we don't need to know what's in here, man. You don't know what the people are crazy nowadays.
Bro, what do you mean? We showing off your lamp, your pillows.
But it's different. Niggas die over Jordans.
What you
I
looking
was
at?
looking to see what he was doing.
What if you got another pair of Jordans over there?
Nah. But niggas die over Jordans every day, man. So you know, I ain't trying to
Those your
do all
Uggs?
that. Huh? Nah, they not mine. Not mine. They won't be here. Yeah.
That
That
nigga-
niggas is crazy, yo.
No, bro,
He swatted the shoe.
that was crazy what you did, yo. You swatted the Jordan, and then as soon as Josh is gonna pick it up again,
He got up. He was like,
you got up and moved two pair of sneakers, bro.
Yeah.
Another yo, that's crazy. Yeah, that was wild.
They don't need to see all that.
That was wild.
They don't need to see all that. Ooh, I hit the remote. What you got next?
Oh, I saw something on where the fuck is my phone at?
got him.
I thought he was pointing at the ground. And he got me on that one. I dead thought he was pointing at the ground saying, I didn't know where is this it?
Use your watch.
Right, you're right. Ah, under there. Dang, there we go. Okay. So, I seen something on, something delivering. Okay. Give me a second. Damn, low power. My shit about to die. It's okay, though. One second. My tooth, man. I know Josh be hearing like, me bringing the mic. That shit hurt, bro.
No, he growled. He was.
I did. So I seen something on someone's story on it was like a survey I just looked at and I did it. I even did it too. It's from Kim's story. It was the impact of homelessness. So
okay.
So one of the questions was, what is your definition of homelessness?
Not
Someone that does not have a home, literally, just. But a home is like somewhere where you're comfortable, not somewhere where you stay.
So your definition is somewhere where you're comfortable at, not somewhere you stay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's your definition of a home or homelessness.
No. Okay.
I said someone who doesn't have a home.
Someone who doesn't have a home. And so what's considered a home?
Well,
Yeah.
if we're talking like legally, I feel like that would be different than just a home, because you can have a house, but that house cannot be a home.
Yeah, house is not a home.
Yeah, so a home, but so that's why it's a little bit different if you're talking about legally and just the word itself.
Mhm.
If you're talking about the word, like a home itself is like a place that you can go where you sleep, you feel comfortable, you feel relaxed, you feel okay. Like that's your place,
So
your go-to place.
Say like you and your parents stayed at your grandma's place, like you lived there.
Yeah.
Is that a home? Is that your home?
If you feel like comfortable,
It's your
and
house.
safe there, then yeah.
You don't feel like it would be your home? Josh? Yeah, Josh. I'm sorry. I know my sunglasses.
I mean, if you feel comfortable there, yeah, then it'd be a home. But
I would consider that a home. To be honest, like that's where, like if that's where you go to lay your head, you got like your own shit there too. I consider that a home. What I don't consider a home is like, so say, you like, say you have one of your parents, you just live with one of your parents. Like, say you got a single mom and like y'all be at other people's cribs like sleeping because like you don't actually have a house to stay at. I consider that's homelessness. Like you don't have a home because like you might be here one night, you might be there one night, shit like that. You don't have an actual place to keep your stuff at. All like one place to keep your stuff at, and go to the same place and sleep at night. You're eating breakfast and saying you're not like you're going after school. You're going back there, like if you're like a kid. If that's what you're doing, that's homelessness to me. And I know a lot of people just think like people sleeping on the streets, that's homelessness. There's many faces of homelessness, and it's not just that. So like that's another phase. Like, I experienced that when I was a kid. Like I was here, there, and there, and shit like that. And so like I said, I went through the homeless solutions program when I was younger. Do y'all know them houses over there, like them buildings by that rental housing?
Yeah,
that's under homeless solutions. And there's different like facets of homeless solutions. That one over there, like those blue buildings, is called THP. I don't know what it stands for, to be honest, but that's like it's like very low. It's not low income housing, but it's very low income housing though, for like you to get you up and running. Like they don't charge you a lot of rent per month. It might be like I'm gonna just say like 200. It could be low as that. So like you already have furniture in there already. Like you don't have to buy anything. You don't have to buy like any beds or whatever, because they already have that there for you. And it's really to like help you get out of the situation that you're in, so you can save up money and get your own place, like your own. Even I consider that home because that's where I lived at one point. But like it's to get your own like apartment or whatever you want to get to save money. So it helps you. I think you have a limited time stay there too, but it's enough for you to get up and going. It's like, so you got kids and shit like that. It's definitely good for there too. So like I know that they have the shelter too, which is like up the road from on Hanover from Housing, like near the juvenile detention center. They got the shelter over there. Like I even know the homeless solution helps you get your own home too, like in other facets too. So there's a lot in homeless solutions. I was part of that. Like I say that THP. So like if you're like, I was in there because like I said, we was moving around and shit like when I was younger. So like I said, so it's by my definition, I was homeless. So that's homelessness to me. That's my definition of homelessness. And so there was other questions on here too. Like I was saying, have you or someone you known experienced homelessness? Well, now y'all do. Y'all know. If y'all didn't, I did. So like there's another question. What services are most beneficial to individuals experiencing homelessness? You got affordable housing, adequate employment, food resources, clothing, or all of the above, or other. So I'll repeat the question. What services are most beneficial to individuals experiencing homelessness? I said
all of the above.
You want me to rename them?
Yeah.
Affordable housing, adequate employment, food resources, clothing, all the above, or other.
Affordable housing, adequate employment.
Those two? You said all the above? Yeah, I said the same thing too, because like I said, rent be expensive.
Yeah.
Like a lot. That's why there is like affordable housing and shit like that, because like not a lot of people are getting money. Like if like say you making $15 an hour, $15 an hour not gonna get you like a $2,000 a month crib, bro. Like that's why there's affordable housing. Even though people think, oh, 15 an hour is good. No, it's not, bro.
Not to
like,
live.
It's not that good as you think. It might be. It's good for a high school. Like, oh yeah, that shit nice, 15 an hour. But like, it's not good for like if you're trying to make a living. If you got a kid, if you making 15 an hour, you gonna need a second job if you got a kid. Especially like if you want a car too.
It's not a might. You do.
Yeah. Adequate employment. Or that would be just talked about that.
Absolutely.
And affordable housing, food resources too. That's why you always see like a lot of low income people. They'll get store brand shit. I definitely had a lot of store brand shit when I was younger too. I'm like, oh, like we not getting Frosted Flakes. Yeah. We getting Sugar Flakes or some shit like that, yo. It'd be like a different type of mask. It's not Tony the Tiger on there, yo. You got a Broly the Lion, some shit like that, bro. It'd be shit like that. But it really be like the same shit. Like, and it'd be more in the like. I don't know if you like. I don't see them anymore in the stores. But they're in the big ass bags of cereal. Yeah. We used to get shit like that. And it'd be like the same price, bro. Yeah, we get shit like that. Clothing. When you are like a low income family and shit like that, you getting hand-me-downs a lot. I got hand-me-downs from my brother. My brother got hand-me-downs from like a fam, like someone close in the fam, some shit like that. So it'd be like that. So you wearing like clothes getting passed down through generations and shit like that. Only time you really getting new clothes might be for start of the school year and Christmas. That's it. Anything else is all that other time in between is hand-me-down stuff. And that's that. Okay, so the next question in that is what factors do you believe result in homelessness? Job loss, addiction, low wages, or family size?
It could really be all of the above.
Yeah.
There was no all above to this question.
I know.
So,
but if y'all believe that, you can't answer like that. I'm saying there was no all above to this question.
Job loss, and what was that?
Addiction, low wages, and family size.
I would say addiction.
Addiction?
If I had a big
definitely do it. Family size. What was the last one? What was the other one?
Family side, low wages, addiction, job loss.
Yeah, addiction.
Yeah, I think a lot of people probably think that like when someone's addicted to something, they're spending a lot of their money on that too. Especially if they got a family too,
all of
and
that.
Like it is really a detrimental to a family. That's why you might see most kids get taken away from their parents because they got an addiction. That's what they're only spending money on. They're not living in good conditions. So like that is the case with a lot of people too. I won't say a lot. I'll just say there's some people. Yeah. Family size. I'll say there's some people who. Like I know y'all definitely heard like some people don't need to be having kids. Yeah. Like I'm not in any situation right now to have a kid. Yeah. So I'm not gonna put myself in a situation to get somebody else pregnant. And a lot of people do put themselves in situations like that too. Some people don't want to have an abortion. That's their thing if they don't want to do that. But I wouldn't put myself in a situation where I'm about to get somebody pregnant. Like I said, I want to be on the terms with the same people who I'm sleeping with or who I'm in a relationship with. So yeah, once when people have kids too, like they don't be on purpose sometimes. They be most of your first kid is on accident. It be unplanned.
Yeah.
So and they're not ready either. They be young. Like my mom had my brother when she was 21. Unplanned. And my dad, I think, was like 24, maybe around that age, if I'm not mistaken. And like I said, my parents shouldn't have had, they shouldn't have put themselves in that situation because they weren't ready. Same with me. Like I don't think I was planned either. I was on like a year and a half after Chicago too. So, like, I'm not saying me and my brother shouldn't have been born, but when you do shit like that, like you're putting a kid into a situation where they're at a disadvantage already because both of your parents are in a stable position. So that it really is just like you setting your kid up for failure at that point. So yeah, having like family size does matter when it comes to that too. Like you shouldn't be I don't want to tell you what to do, but like you really shouldn't be having a kid in situations like that when you're not ready financially because a kid costs a lot of money, bro. Like by the time your kid graduate, I think they say you spend like $300,000+ on your kid, and that might be a minimum. It might $500,000 a year. It might be some shit like that, bro. By the time your kid ready to graduate, going to college, but that's not like we're not gonna say. I'm not even putting college into the equation. I'm just talking about like from infancy to high school.
Yeah. The clothes, money, food. I mean, clothes, food, and then living.
Yeah, bro. Like you're really not gonna stop spending money on your kid. That's a life. That's really a lifelong commitment. So, and if you don't got it, you gotta if you don't got it, then
you gotta find a way to
don't
get
do it. Don't have it like don't put like don't have.
That's
like,
true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why, like I said, I'm not having no kids until I'm married because I wouldn't want to put my kid through the same thing that I went through.
Yeah. On that, like sometimes it's not planned, and it should be the reason why you have a kid is to fix your life, but it can fix some people's life. It's like, oh, I really can't go out and be drinking as much as I need to. Like I need to pick up a second job so I can afford doing everything.
Those are rare occasions though.
Making the cases like this, and some great people were made through that decision.
Me.
So, well, here you are. Exactly. Like some great people go through life from that and can have a great life. So when you decide that you want to have a kid based off like what your parents did, you're going to make sure that your child is going to be set up in a good position to keep on going. Right. And you learn that from
my parents' mistakes.
What your parents did. So there was some good that came from that. And I don't know, kids are tricky because you can have all the resources and then things still go south. Like, I don't know. This is a show just because I don't want to put anybody's business out there. But in Power, there is a kid named Tariq who has a good life, but he wants to get into the streets just because like that he just thinks is cool, you know. And like when he hangs out with people, they're like, "Oh, you're not like tough. You're from like the suburbs, or you're from like you're rich. Like,
I'm a suburban.
What are you talking about?" And like some people might be like, "Nah, fuck that. Like I can prove myself. Like I can prove that I can hang with other people," and they might try to one up people and try to like just go down the wrong path of doing that. That's just one example from a show. Like I said, I don't want to put nobody's business out there or anything like that, but like that's also situations where you have everything set up for them, but that's not the path that they want to go. So it can go either way, whether you have it ready. If not, it's more ideal to have everything prepared because that sucks. Like not your kid wanting something you can't get it for them because you don't have enough, or you have to like choose between something. It's tough, but
yeah,
it's complicated.
Like when you're a parent, they always say I make sacrifices for my kids, and I feel like it should be that way. Like, but like when you don't got it, now like if your kid can't do it, like there's nothing you really can sacrifice. So now you're sacrificing that kid's whatever like you're trying to do. Like so, like oh, I don't have the money to put you into like all kids sports cost money. You got to pay something to get it. Like say I don't have the money to put you in football. So now you sacrificing something out, or like they had to take that sacrifice or whatever the other end of the sacrifice. I don't even know how to put that into words, but now they can't do something because you don't got the money to do it for that kid. It's kind of like, damn, we sacrificing their childhood or some shit like that. So yeah, it sucks. Oh, then I said, job loss was on there too. I mean, job loss happens, but that's easy to get. I mean, people who are in low income situations, I don't know how much or what jobs they have to have a job loss. Like if you working like at McDonald's or some shit like that, making $15 an hour, then I mean that's easy to find, to be honest. And then
I think that's for like people who are making way more money than the next job that they get. They probably have to take like a pay cut. But
okay,
if you take a pay cut, then you can find something with the pay cut. Hopefully, you can find something with a pay cut or around it. But that's just a change right there.
And the last one, how do you think homelessness impacts the overall well-being of individuals in their community? I'll repeat the question. How do you think homelessness impacts the overall well-being of individuals in their community?
Individuals.
I can answer this question first if y'all just want to think about your answers first. So, how do you think homelessness affects the overall well-being of an individual? Let's just talk about the person who might be homelessness or who might be experiencing homelessness. I said nobody. When you're homeless, you want to be in that situation. You could be in a bad state of mind when you're homeless at the time. To be honest, like shit not going well, but sometimes like people will make it out of that situation well. Like okay, you lock in. You do what you got to do to get out the situation. That's some people. Some people will stay in that situation for a long time. Like they'll be stuck in that, and they might not go nowhere in life. So it's really on the individual and that type of person they are, like what they want to do. But if you want better for yourself, you're gonna make it out that situation. How does it affect their community? Now I'm gonna think of it like on a broader scale. Because homelessness, I mean, like homeless people or lower income people, poor people, they get looked down upon. If we're talking about the United States, like people who are on welfare, people are, like the people with more money, they look, their stereotype of that person is, they're just looking for handouts and shit like that. Like they don't want better for themselves. They think that poor people want to stay poor, which isn't the case. But the way society was a capitalistic society set up, poor people are meant to stay poor. But poor people, like not all poor people want to stay poor. They want to make it out. But it's just like I said, it's hard to make it. It's not easy. Like you got to put in a lot of work to make it out. But there's not a lot of opportunities for poor people to make it out, or they don't have the avenues, they don't have the resources, they don't have the information on what to do. I know it's better now just with the online and shit like that, like with information, but they still don't have the means to do that. Like it costs money to do stuff. So I really think that poor people or homeless people are looked down upon when it comes to like the United States. And like I said, like, and it doesn't matter like how, like what programs are put into place. I think they will always be looked down upon. Like, it's such a burden to the country. Like, all this money's going here when it could go here. I mean, money gotta go everywhere, to be honest, in the country. But yeah, that's how I always think about, like when I think about poor people and shit like that. Or like I said, because in certain, like there's certain areas where people's income are lower. So it's just like, say like an urban area. Let's just say just East Orange. They don't have access to shit that we have over here in Marstown. They might not have, everyone might not have their own laptops, or they might have say iPads and shit like that, or certain shit. So and there's teachers that don't want to go there also. Like I know some teachers, if you work long and if you get to choose that, like where you want to work at and shit like that. And so like the teachers that might be there might not be well equipped because the state's not sending them shit and enough money. So like when you're in a situation like that, when you're lower income, you're going to be sending your kids to a lower income school and shit like that. They will always be looked down upon by everybody else. So that's how I feel. I feel like a community looks down upon poor people. If you're already poor surrounded by poor people, I mean, you're really on an even playing scale. So they don't really look down upon you. Y'all all the same.
Teachers get, because of that, teachers get hazard pay to go to certain places like Newark. To work in Newark. Yeah,
didn't know that.
They get hazard pay.
Yep.
Hey, Josh,
they get paid good.
We say,
Josh, you might want to make a trip.
No, I ain't doing that.
Josh don't got the. You got a degree in that?
No,
He can.
What do you mean he can?
You have to. You need.
You can do whatever you want if you put your mind to it.
Right. That's true.
Hey,
that's not something I want to do.
All right, but if we're talking like homelessness, like on the street, that impacts the community because the people who aren't homeless, they see that they're might feel uncomfortable. It's like, oh, like I don't want to be around this person, or like I don't want to see that. It's fucked up, but they're like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to be around it. So they just either ignore it. They might comment on something, or it could spark them like, yo, I never want to end up in that situation. And I don't know, some people might feel bad and give them some money, but I think that's what it'll be. And then depending on how people the community is reacting, like if everybody feels like they don't want to see that, then they might do things to like make sure there's less homeless people in that area. Like for the stores, they'll probably have it where you have to buy something to use the bathroom. Or you might have to
they do shit like that.
You can't sit at this corner, or like just little things like that to try to force them away. And
oh my
I feel like the community would have to all agree about that. But
like out of sight, out of mind type of thing.
But if it's somewhere like New York or something where it's like very highly populated, I heard Los Angeles is also like this, where there's a lot of homeless people. There's only so much.
There's a lot of cities that have that problem.
Where
New York,
they're just gonna
LA,
be around. But like if there's less populated, they're definitely gonna do things. And I feel like in New York, everybody's just so used to it that they just walk past everybody. Like everybody just walk past and keep it going.
Which I understand because like I understand why people do it because like one, it's not their problem. They got their own. That's for the government, if the state to fix that problem and shit like that. Where they like you want to put in programs to help people get out of that situation. And you're right, like you're saying, like where like stores will start doing shit like that. I don't know what it's called, the exact name of it, but like there are certain structural designs of like benches and like just areas where they'll put stuff like say you have a whole bench, they might replace that bench and have like something in between, like an arm bar, so a homeless person just can't take up the whole bench and lay down on it. And to be honest, and I understand the other side of it too, because I have like if I'm a regular civilian, I'm a regular civilian, I'm a suburban. I have just as much access to that bench as a homeless person does. So if I want to sit on the bench, I should be allowed to sit on the bench. But if there's a homeless person taking a whole bench because they're laying on it, and it's kind of like damn. So, but yeah, like there's shit like that they do where it's kind of pushing homeless people out of those areas where most people are. And so like I understand both sides too. Like you have access and the rights to that space, that public space, just as much as that homeless person does also.
Another thing is that some people might automatically think that if they hand that person money, they're going to use it on whatever their addiction is.
Yeah.
Like,
Which, I mean, most likely, if they're like that, they most likely will. I mean, they most likely will. What you think, Josh? Yeah.
Individual? The individual being home. What is it?
You want me to repeat the question?
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you think homelessness impacts the overall well-being of individuals in their community?
Well, it's hard on the individual. It's very like taxing on their state of mind.
It's a battle within themselves.
Yeah, and there's not much they can do other than that. Put their boots on, work harder, and that's the only thing they can do. That's the only thing they can focus on, really. And then the community, it's very, in at least some certain areas, it's like very out of sight, out of mind type of thing. So they push you away. They don't want to see it. They don't want to be involved in it. So community, it's just bad works.
Yeah. It is tough. Like, I wouldn't know from firsthand or anything, but like thinking about it, if you're trying to get a job, even if it's something like no shade to McDonald's, but like let's say you're trying to work at McDonald's, you have to find a way to take a shower so you don't stink when you go to the interview, and you have to find a way to look presentable when you go. You can't go with like ripped up things because there's a less chance of you getting the job. And
that's when you say,
tough. Or even looking at the history, it's like, oh, what did you do between 2020 and 2023? Like, what did you do between those years? Like, it says you had no job. Like, it says there's no address on here. Like, what's your address? Like, you can't get this job. Like, it just seems tough. It just seems tough.
Gotta spend money to make money,
but
no matter how small.
You gotta, I don't know. I feel like you just gotta find a way. That's all you can do. Find a way and have hope. A little bit of luck in there.
Yeah,
and
luck.
Shit, it's tough.
Like, oh fuck, what I was just thinking. Like, it was just back to that point where like people are just doing shit like push homeless people out of like the society. Where just out of sight, out of mind. Like there's some stores that don't accept cash anymore. It's just like your phone and shit like that.
Apple Pay.
Yeah, Apple Pay and shit like that. Which I always find easy to use. I'm like, bro, if you don't have Apple Pay at the store, like, what are you doing? But like, the option for both should still be there. But at some point, they might just like a lot of stores, I think, will just start doing
Apple Pay
and shit like that.
Yeah.
Walmart needs their own fucking needs Apple Pay. They have their own pay system and shit like that. It's called something else. Walmart it's dumb as fuck. Yeah. Bro, I don't want to. I'm not signing up for a Walmart Pay, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I got it.
I never. You crazy.
I got it just to scan stuff and then walk out the store.
You scan it on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough. I'm still not doing it. See. Like, bro, I'll never forget one time I went up there, had my phone and shit like that, and I was like, I'm trying to check shit out. I'm like, Apple Pay doesn't work, so I don't have Apple Pay. I have my card. I'm like, I was so mad, bro. That's why now I gotta like always carry a card on me now.
Yeah.
Just because of like shit like Walmart.
Yeah.
I hate Walmart for that, but
Yeah.
I got it. So,
Yeah.
and I don't even go to Walmart.
No, I don't be at Walmart like that either. You got anything else?
Nah, that's all.
Joshua?
No Drake. J. Cole.
Kendrick.
Yeah,
I can't believe we didn't talk about that.
Yeah. I meant to bring it up when we were talking about the Avatar.
Drake and Cole
So wait,
over Kendrick. That's what I'm saying.
how was your top 3 organized?
Yeah, I'm taking. I'm going on Drake and J. Cole's side.
Come on, OVO Dreamville.
So yours is J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick.
It's tough.
It's like a 1A, 1B type thing. It's a 1A type.
No, I need it.
I have it.
Mine is 1A, 1B. Kendrick.
Yeah, it's tough because there was a point where I was actually talking about this the other day. During the A Boogie, Juice World, that era, I heard their songs like every once in a while. Like I'll hear it if it was like on the radio or someone else played, like A Boogie, Juice World and all that stuff. But I was only listening to J. Cole and Drake during that time period.
Okay.
For like a few years. It was my playlist on shuffle, just them two. So it's like I can't say one over the other. And there's periods where like I'm listening to one way more than the other. Right now it's currently Drake. It started when I was going to the concert and all that stuff. But like there's times where it's just J. Cole or just Drake or like just both. And that's why I can't pick. It's like 1A, 1B.
So who 1A? You can pick. Because someone has to be 1B.
I literally can't. Or if I do pick, it changes right now. Right now, Drake is the A and J. Cole is the B. But who knows? When J. Cole drops that album, he can switch to that A and Drake goes to the B. Like, one switches all the time.
All right.
And the reason why I said I don't listen to Kendrick like that. I mean, I've heard his music. I like some of his songs and shit like that. But what I look for in music and what I enjoy in music is not the music that he makes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he makes bad music. It's not something that I'm looking for or like I listen to. Like people always talk about his storytelling. Like I be listening to some of his songs. I hear them like
they're good, but it's just not for me.
Well, I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's good, but I'm not saying it's not good either.
Yeah,
it's just like that's my opinion on it. It's just like saying like I would have to sit down and just go over like all his music just to really get a gauge of all his music. Like I said, I know some of his songs I do like, but I'm not really listening for Kendrick.
Yeah, another advantage that Drake and J. Cole have over Kendrick is that when I was discovering like my own music taste, those were the two artists where I was like, yeah, I like these guys. And Kendrick wasn't like, I didn't listen to his music like that. So he wasn't in my playlist during that time period. So I don't have that connection, all the memories that I would have had I listened to him. I did really like the Damn album. I agree that he's really good, and he can probably. I also like his diss track on Control with Big Sean. That I sing that all the time.
Yeah, I have it on my phone. It's such a great song.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because Big Sean's verse goes so hard too, but it's not the one that stands out from that track.
Yeah. So they got it. Future during that time, I wasn't listening to Future like that. Like I heard it if like other people were playing. I knew the like popular songs, but like I said, I was just listening to J. Cole and Drake at that point. So like those were the only two artists I was playing on my own, and that probably held me back from a lot of different artists. But that's why they're just gonna have that advantage. I hope they go back and forth with the diss track and everything. Kendrick probably might come out on top. Kendrick and Future, they might come out on top. But
really not.
I'm still rocking with J. Cole and Drake. Because
I don't even listen to Future, and I don't like Future, but I listen to it just for Kendrick.
Yeah.
I listen to that song just for Kendrick.
Yeah. I fuck with Future stuff, but just hearing from Kendrick's what he did on that song, and then Control. That's what I'm thinking of. Control. I was like, that's tough. I really hope they go back and forth, and Drake drops something. Drake and J. Cole drop something like back to back. Well, Drake's back to back, some fire like that. Woo! And they just both go boom, 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 hit for hit, and then fuck it. Metro create an album put one diss track on one half, another diss track on the other. It go. And you saw the Civil War shit where they got other niggas.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
That
picture.
shit would be tough too. Should be tough. JID in there. He can do something. He can do something.
Shit, throw me on the track. I'll spit something real quick. Go crazy.
That's losing back.
No, what? Are you crazy?
Yeah. You can sing the chorus. There you go.
I'm gonna spit some bars.
No.
Spit that philosophical, diabolical, methodical. That bedrock. That yabba dabba do.
Yabba dabba do.
Life, death, east, west. Hot like Jamar's breath.
Huh.
That's all y'all got, man.
That's all I got.
And oh my God, Lil Wayne hop on their side.
They don't want that. They don't want that.
I'm still
Nicki.
Wayne?
Oh my God.
I like
Nicki?
Kendrick.
Oh my God.
Tiger?
Oh my God.
Tiger.
Nah, I'll be sorry. Hell no.
Oh my God. That would be who? There's another one.
Chanel West Coast. She sound with Cash Money. She was. You remember that? She was
Nah,
going
I remember that.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Josh.
I'm taking Kendrick right now though.
That's well, he gonna lose. Just letting you know. And I just want to. It's crazy that
It's competition.
Like how it's like we both like Drake and Cole, but like at the time they weren't number one. But like now they are up there. And it's crazy. I'm like I wasn't in my mind like, oh, I'm gonna rock with them because they're gonna be number one. Like we did not know that.
Yeah.
And they just happen to get to the top of the game. It's kind of just crazy. Like I know greatness when I see it. Like, and especially at a time like when we were younger too. Y'all remember when Under Armour was coming out? They had Cam Newton cleats. Everybody was wearing them shit. A lot of people were Under Armour when we were younger.
Yeah.
A lot of Under Armour, but I still wore with Nike.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I wore Under Armour.
I know. I say a lot, bro. Under Armour was very big, bro, when we were younger. And now, football so big, but basketball trash. But that's all I got too. So thank y'all for tuning into the D&E podcast, which stands for
Damn Near Everything.
You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, because we are all on there. SoundCloud people, I said SoundCloud. Audio listeners, make sure you leave us a 5-star. Really helps us out. Watching on YouTube, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, turn that notification bell on, because YouTube always does recommend we upload. And until next time, it's the D&E podcast. Signing off.
Peace.